came on. First time we danced was to Marina Del Rey, and I fell right there and then. I didn't want that song to end. Baby blue was the color of her eyes. I can still see him in my mind. Probably will for the rest of my life. Damn straight, you're killing me, man. You know I've always been your biggest fan. Now I can't even listen, 'cause I'll get to missing her, then the hurt gets worse. Damn straight, I used to love your songs, but now every time that one comes on, my heart gets broken half. But do I wish I could get her back? Damn straight. The other day, right out of the blue clear sky, you came on in my truck. I couldn't turn it off fast enough. I tried to get back in the game, but this old heart just ain't the same. Hell, I can't even give it away. Damn straight, you're killing me, man. You know I've always been your biggest fan. Now I can't even listen, 'cause I'll get to missing her, then the hurt gets worse. Damn straight, I used to love your songs, but now every time that one comes on, my heart gets broken half. But do I wish I could get her back? Damn straight. I know it ain't your fault that she left me, and you know you'll always be the king. But right now I hate everything. Damn straight, you're killing me, man. You know I've always been your biggest fan, and now I can't even listen, 'cause I'll get to missing her, then the hurt gets worse. Damn straight, I used to love your songs, but now every time that one comes on, my heart gets broken half. But do I wish I could get her back? Damn straight. Nobody in his right mind would have left her. That was her favorite song. She sang along every time I came on.
Oh, we're counting it down to rodeo time. Just a few more minutes. Get settled in. It's Championship Sunday coming your way.
Hey farm boy, keep dropping that plow, baling that hay, feeding them cows from the rooster crow up till another long day is gone. Country on. Hey big rig, keep clocking in miles, pulling that horn, making us smile, rolling that load down the road all night long. Country on. Hey cowboy, keep slinging that rope, eating that dirt, wearing that gold breakaway rodeo, but just don't break no bones. Country on. Hey barkeep, how about another round? Keep the neon lit in this crazy town. Just pour a little more. Country on. Country on. Yeah. Country on. Hey firemen, boys and girls in blue, we could sure use a lot more like you. You come running in anytime anything goes wrong. Country country on. Hey soldier, wherever you might be, hats off to keeping us free. All our thoughts and prayers till you get back home. Country on. Hey hometown, keep throwing that ball. Raise them outside, hang a fish on the wall. They only stay a little so long, so love them up strong. Country on. I say hey, hey, USA, we ain't seen our better days. Hell no, hey y'all, country on, country on. Hey Nashville, keep bending them strings, digging for gold, chasing them dreams. Keep on with your songs till the whole world's singing along. Country on. I say hey, hey, USA, we ain't seen our better days. Hell no, hey y'all, country on. Country on and on and on and on and on. Country on and on and on. Country on.
Country on.
Keep it on and on and on and on and on. Country on and on and on. Country on. Yeah, country on. Yeah, country on and on and on and on.
Keep on that country on.
Country on. Country on and on and on and on and on. Country on and on and on.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We invite your attention down here to the arena floor here this afternoon as we get set to get underway with day number 3, Championship Sunday rodeo action, all part of our Gold City Classic rodeo here today in the beautiful Gus Cameron Rodeo Arena. We are thrilled this weekend to be partnered with the Lataco Dene community as sponsors, title sponsors to our rodeo, and we're honored to have them here to open our event here this afternoon with a bit of a ceremony and a welcome. And it's my great pleasure to introduce you to Brent Edgar, Brian Paul, and Johnny Morin here to say a few words and then to sing a song for us.
I'd like to welcome the rodeo contestants, the audience, to the Taco Dene Nation. Today we're wearing orange shirts to remember those ones that didn't make it back from residential school. Every time I talk about this, it brings tears to my eyes. There's some of us here that are fortunate ones that made it back from residential school. I'd like to say thank you for being here, for supporting us. Chanel, yeah.
Thank you.
Hello. We're going to share a couple songs for you today. We got some news yesterday that one of my adopted grandparents isn't doing too well right now, and I was asked just to keep him in my prayers when we sing these songs today. And yeah, so here we go.
Once again, give a nice round of applause and well done, and thank you again for the welcome and the blessing. And it's our pleasure to be here and share this weekend with you and your community. Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to turn your eyes to the big screen up there as we show you a bit of the action that led us up to today's Championship Sunday, and we get ready to rodeo in 3 minutes from right now.
I came from the mud, there's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree, there's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon. Won't stop fighting to the very end. Many men try to reach it, many men have failed. Well, if you wanna get to heaven, you gotta raise a little hell. And I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, rodeo fans, one and all, and once again, welcome back to the beautiful Gus Cameron Rodeo Arena. And today's third and final performance of the 2022 Gold City Classic, brought to you by our friends at the Quesnel Rodeo Club and the Lataco Dene Nation as our title sponsor for this year. Well, we've had over 400 competitors over 2 days work hard to qualify to be back here on Sunday for all the money, all the bragging rights. That's right, it's Championship Sunday, where the best of the best will compete to be the winners here this weekend at our 2022 Gold City Classic. My name is Jay Savage. I'm from Cranbrook, British Columbia, here with my lovely wife Cheryl, helping me out, doing the music and making me look good. And it's our pleasure to be back and be part of Quesnel Rodeo again, like it was so many years ago when we had our little interruption the last couple of years. So we're proud to be back. We're thrilled with what's going on here this weekend. It's been a record-breaking crowd, so thank you for all coming out. And are you ready for a rodeo? Please welcome, with the colors of our rodeo, the Wild West Riders.
Wiped off that last bit of sweat from that Kubota. Got a pre-game six-pack ring, a bush waiting on me. Gonna call up my girl, gonna call up my buddies. those step sides and fog like them woods. We ain't got it all, but we got it damn good. We keep that needle in the red on that hell-raising meter. Crank that Charlie Daniels out them Ford and Chevy speakers. Slow it down in this part of town, ain't afraid to get money. Yeah, call it what you want to, we just call it country.
Oh, Quesnel, even though they're riding, they can still hear you out there.
Yeah, call it backwoods, hillbilly, redneck, white trash. Whatever you come up with, ain't gonna change the fact. We keep that needle in the red on that hell-raising meter. Crank that Charlie Daniels out them Ford and Chevy speakers. Slow it down in this part of town, ain't afraid to get money. Yeah, call it what you want to, we just call it country.
One more time, round of applause for the Wild West Riders. And let's meet them one at a time. Proudly carrying the great red and white maple leaf, the flag of Canada, Jamie Carrier. In tribute to our friends south of the 49th, please welcome with the flag of the United States, Denise Little. Our title sponsor here this weekend, Lataco Dene Nation, please welcome with that flag, Leanne Crisina. Bringing us Bull Riders Canada action all weekend long, and later today, please welcome with the Esdela flag, Victoria Seville, and the NASCO flag, Adela Dick. You know, we're lucky enough to have the largest amateur rodeo in Western Canada right here, and it's because this great facility that City of Quesnel's put together with the Quesnel Rodeo Club. And what a great job the community does in welcoming us here this weekend on a very busy weekend in Quesnel with Billy Barker Days and everything else that's going on. But I'll tell you what, we just love it here, and we like to pay tribute to all of our friends in the great community. The City of Quesnel with that flag, please, Lana Bartley. I have the pleasure of doing this job and being up here and being part of the entertainment and communities all throughout Western Canada. But I can tell you one thing without any hesitation, you have one of the greatest rodeo communities in Canada here. They work hard, and you can recognize them all the way around the arena today in the orange shirts. We'll talk more about in a minute. Let's give it up for our Quesnel Rodeo Club and their Quesnel Rodeo Club flag carried by Kennedy Dick. And last but not least, one of our biggest sponsors year in and year out supporting the Quesnel Rodeo Club, the South Quesnel Business Association flag carried by Bonnie Ward. Well, the Williams Lake Stampede Royalty Program has been around since 1933 and promotes a strong work ethic, a love of agriculture and rodeo, and aims to set its royalty up to succeed in any aspect of life they aim for. The competition to become royalty is intense, and this young lady passed with flying colors. I'd like you to join with me and welcome Miss Williams Lake Stampede, Karina Sokolin. He's a wonderful ambassador, competitor, and horsewoman. Here is your 22 Williams Lake Stampede Queen. You bet. Make her feel welcome here today. We do enjoy having rodeo royalty here as part of our event. We get the pleasure of meeting our cowboys and cowgirls throughout the performance, but right now we'd like to pay tribute to the great four-legged athletes that are such a big part of the sport of rodeo. And here this weekend, bringing us championship rodeo stock once again is the C Plus Rodeo Company out of 150 Mile House, British Columbia, Roy and Earl Call. And the first half of our Cowboy Protection Committee on the arena, our pickup men, there's Earl Call right there, and Wade McNulty. They're sponsored here this weekend by BC Livestock for 2022. The other half of our Cowboy Protection Committee you'll see later on are bullfighters Cody Call and Wendell William. Down below us here. Supplying our timed event stock down there, rope and cattle. Please welcome a couple of hometown cowboys, Gary Nicholson, Ryan McNaughton, G5 Flat Cattle Company. Of course, it looks like a well-oiled machine here, and it truly is, but the work doesn't happen just on this weekend. It literally takes, a whole year. Matter of fact, I can tell you planning's already started for next year, and we're not even done here yet today. So we talked about that committee. They're led by the president of the Quesnel Rodeo Club and one of our judges here today, Mr. Ray Jasper. Give him a round of applause. And some key people that work hard all the way around the arena. Now, there's lots of them. I can't mention them all, but I do want to mention our shoot boss down here right below me, keeping things running smoothly here, Matt O'Flynn. Down at the timed event end of the arena, our timed event shoot boss is Ken Schisler, down there with the tip of the hat. And our arena director, who's all over the place doing everything and keeping us all organized, is Mel Peterson, down there with the tip of the hat by the parallel welding and fabrication sign. Working our rodeo is a team of officials that make sure that we get the scores and the times and everything all organized. And we'd like to introduce our rodeo judges here today. You met one already, Ray Jasper is your president. Working along with him is Court Smith and Grayson Winters down here below the announcer stand. Up here in the announcer stand with me are timers, Patty Jahardy and Amanda Miro. And out behind the scenes, keeping us all organized, our rodeo secretary, Daleen Neve and Lori Joaquin. This time I'd ask you all please rise and remove cover for the playing of the American National Anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Well, it gives me great pleasure right now to introduce a young lady to sing "O Canada." Please make welcome Rayleigh Chase for the singing of "O Canada."
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see the rise, our true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Aw, you bet. Didn't she do a beautiful job? Way to go. Thank you. I'd ask you to please remain standing for another minute if you would this afternoon. Mentioned a few moments ago that all of the committee and all of us are wearing orange today. In solidarity, the Quesnel Rodeo Club, all of our rodeo community throughout British Columbia, as today we say, in solidarity with our First Nations friends here in the region and all throughout Canada, that every child does matter. It is important that we do better, and we will. So today, we remember all those children, and we dedicate our Cowboys prayer to the all too many children that never had a chance to come and enjoy what we get to enjoy here today. Our gracious and heavenly Father, we pause in the midst of this festival occasion, mindful of many blessings you bestowed upon us. We ask that you be with us here today in and around this rodeo arena, as we pray you will guide us in the arena of life. As cowboys and cowgirls, we don't ask for any special favors, to draw around a shoot fighting horse or bull, to never break a barrier, not to draw the steer that won't lay, or for all daylight runs. We just ask that you'll help us live our lives in such a manner that we make that last inevitable ride to the country up there where the grass grows lush, green, and stirrup high, and the water runs cool, clear, and deep. That you, as our final judge, will tell us our entry fees are paid. Amen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very, very much. And one more time, I'd ask you to please give a nice big round of applause to Miss Williams Lake Stampede, Karina Sokolon, as she makes one last lap here, and she's going to be with us all day today as we celebrate and recognize our champions here at Championship Sunday. You betcha. Thanks, Karina. And now, one more time as our colors circle the wagons, we get ready to get to rodeo action. Please, one more time for the Wild West Riders.
Some of that good stuff. Till dawn, it's on. Joe got drunk and fell in the lake. Ray passed out, but make no mistake. Any minute now he'll wake and bake. Burn it up, turn it up.
One more time, the Wild West Riders. All right, Quesnel, it's time to get to it. It is Championship Sunday. We've got tens of thousands of dollars to be won here today in all of our rodeo events, and we always like to kick our rodeo off a little wild, a little western, and today is no different. It's time for our wild cow milking, sponsored by Jepson Petroleum, your pitch can bulk dealer. We got 6 teams out there, teams of 3. Their goal is to rope one of these longhorn cows, get some milk on it, get the rope off it, and then run down to our judges below the announcer's stand here. Once they get here, we'll have a winner and we'll have a champion. Let's run the teams down for you. We have Regency Chrysler in the brown with blue. TL Designs, the blue-orange sun shirts. The Milkman in the blue. Quesnel Vending, white with blue. Fifth Element Ranch, Eastwood Lake Restaurant, and Dairy Air are our teams. Pick a favorite. Don't be afraid to make some noise. Cheer them along. What do you think? Are you ready to go? Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. It's wild cow milking time.
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? I've been married a long time ago.
You gotta get all these longhorn cows roped. And ropes flying all over the place. We got one caught. I think we got one down here in this corner over here. We got a big old black cow caught. Gonna try and, well, they're gonna do it the old-fashioned way, roll her over. They gotta get some milk, and then they've gotta get that rope off and down here too. Our heirs, well, they're gonna just, on the other side of the arena, they're gonna do it without the rope. They're just gonna go ahead and get a hold of her. Okay, here comes our first team. Did they get the rope off? I think they got it. Here they come. We got one team coming in with some milk. We got another one milking out there yet. We got one other one milking down the far corner down there. Second team is milking. Well, somebody's getting a mucking down there. Look out, guys. I think we got a real mugging going on. We got a milk mugging down there. I'm not sure whose cow it is down there in that corner. We're all trying to milk the same cow. The 92nd time that we're milking. We got another one coming in here. Our orange shirts are coming in. We got 2 in. We got a third team coming yet. Got just a few more seconds, you guys. Hurry up. We're going to run out of time here soon. Oh, there it is. How do you enjoy the wild cow milk? And our thanks again to Jepson Petroleum. All right, here's our results. We got 2 teams in. In first place, the Milkmen. And in second place, TL Designs. That's our 2 teams here this afternoon. Give them all a round of applause. I'll tell you, the only thing that's going to be really busy today is washing machines. There's a bunch of dirty cowboys out there. Good job, you guys. Thanks again for coming out and being a part of our rodeo here today. Well, we're going to get right to action. Down here in the Buck and Shoots, our first event of the afternoon is our bareback riding, sponsored by Erickson Earthworks. Now here in the bareback riding, cowboys ride that flat leather bareback rigging strap to the back of the buck, horse flank strap on the back end just to exaggerate that jump and kick action. We're going to start it out right here and shoot number 5. We go to Steve Holman to be our first cowboy to go. Sundance Kid's the name of the horse he's got. Steve Holman, hometown cowboy. Oh no. That old ground comes up pretty hard out there, so he's one of the toughest cowboys I know. He's been doing this for a long, long time. Just take a minute, catch his breath out there. Hopefully that's all it is. No ground comes up pretty hard. I think the boys are laughing down there. I think it's going to be okay. Just got to get a little oxygen back in those lungs. I can see Steve smiling. Matt down there, our shoot boss, saying just get some air in there. There we go. He's up. He can hear you now. Let's give him a round of applause. Hometown cowboy Steve Holman. Unfortunately, a no score here on Championship Sunday. Here's how it all works. Cowboys competed through 2 days. The top 5 made it back here today. And we're going to take total score on 2 head or 3, depending on how many they may have covered through the first 2 days. We go now to Chase McClary. Christian's the name of the horse he's drawn again. Watch closely. Bareback rigging, handhold on top, hand in that tight-fitting leather glove, spur out, roll in effect. Cowboy must start the horse. First jump out of the chute, spurs up past the point of the horse's shoulder. After that, our judge is looking for him to lean way back, put his head right back in the rump of that horse. A wild knee jerk and spur in motion every time that horse jumps and kicks. From the shoulder of that horse to the handhold of that rigging. The wilder the spur stroke, the higher the score. Chase McClary, he was 68 points on his first horse. Can he do it? Can he keep it going here and get 2 qualified rides? Hang on, get that knee jerk and spur in motion. Got a good horse. There we go. There's the buzzer. And we got a qualified ride. That's what we're looking for. We'll put our judges to work. Each one of our 2 judges marks the cowboy 1 to 25, horse 1 to 25. There you go. You see him get that start, that first jump out. After that, try and get lean way back like that. That arm jar and back wrench in action. Free hand up in the air. Little kick, a little stroke every time that horse jumps and kicks that knee jerk and spur in motion. 73 points the score for Chase. 73. Brings up Christoph Mug. Hazelton cowboy. Kispiox Valley now. Comes in with a 77.5 in 3rd place coming into our finals here. On his first, one of his first horses. He's drawn a horse here today by the name of Big Woo, another solid big buckskin horse here from the C Plus Rodeo Company. Christoph, 2-event cowboy, bareback rider. And saddle bronc rider, and that big, strong buckskin horse proves to be just a little bit too much here this afternoon for Christoph. Man, I'll tell you what, it is without a doubt the most physically demanding event in the sport of rodeo, this bareback ride, and the bodies take a beating. And, well, let's give a round of applause, trying to ease the pain a little bit. I appreciate that. Going now, way down to chute number 8. The Quesnel Sand and Gravel chute going to Kiefer Larson. Comes into our Championship Sunday in 3rd place here in the bareback riding, 72 points. He's drawn a horse by the name of Ginger from the C Plus Rodeo Company. Been to the Canadian finals many times. One of the many solid bucking horses here from the C Plus Rodeo Company is this one. Tell you what, this is one that the Cowboy, if he can get tapped off, get that spur stroke going the way he wants to, could very easily jump up the top of our leaderboard and have a shot at that first place prize money here in the Bareback. Shoot, number 8's where we're watching right now. 81 and 79, the high score set by Jared Marshall through the first 2 days. He'll be up next. So Kiefer's got a chance to be the spoiler here now on Ginger. He's got the horse to do it on. Is it his day? I'll tell you what, can you help me? That gate swings open. You make some noise. Let's cheer him along. Matchup. It could be good. Big, strong gray horse. Lean back. Help yourself. Jared Marshall, the Cowboy. Knee jerk and spur in motion. He rode 2 so far. There's number 3. He's on the ground. He can hear you now. What do you think of that, Quesnel? How about this? And he makes it official. 81 points. There's your champion right there. Can we maybe get you down there for a quick victory lap there, Jared? It is Championship Sunday, and we need to celebrate our champions. That's what we're here for. With 3 qualified rides and a total of 241 championship points. Your golds, we get, here comes Karina. Miss Williams Lake Stampede Queen, take a victory lap. Your 2022 Gold City Classic Bareback champion, Jared Marshall. Way to go. Rides all 3 in the Bareback riding to put an exclamation point on it. Well done, Jared. And man, what a great way to start off. Our thanks to Erickson Earthworks, our sponsor here in the Bareback. We do appreciate it. All of our sponsors, all of our crews here, everybody helping us out bring one of the biggest rodeos we've ever had here in Quesnel this weekend. Over 450 entries over the last 2 days, leading us into today's Showdown Championship Sunday. Just amazing support. As we go to our tie-down roping, sponsored by Pro Heat Mechanical System. One of my favorite events, the teamwork of a horse and the Cowboy working together to tie a calf out in the arena. Skills used on working ranches throughout the world. kind of honed for the rodeo arena, made into a competition sport, but the horsemanship, the roping ability, all in use all throughout working ranches and celebrated here in the rodeo arena. Jacob Bowden be our cowboy to go. Junior competitor, having to go at it with the big guys here, so we'll wish him a little bit extra luck here in the tie-down roping. If you've got a day sheet and you're following along, you'll see we've got the times they had on their first runs right in there for you, so you know where they rank. We'll go from 10th coming into today right through to number 1 coming into Championship Sunday. So Jacob had a time of 24.3. His job is to put together a decent run and then see what happens. Anything can happen as everybody's out there trying to win the big money. There's the nod. Catch rope the cowboy has about 28 feet long. Touch hard and fast the saddle horn. Man, I'll tell you what, there's some tough luck for our young cowboy. Let's give him a round of applause. He's a hometown cowboy. No time for Jacob, and no time. Brings up Troy Gerard. Be next to go to event. Sunday qualifier, tie-down roping and team roping. You'll see him a couple of times here this afternoon. Troy Gerard, 22.6 on his first one. Now, that string we stretch across in front of the box at the other end, we call that the barrier string. That's there to give those calves all about a 10-foot head start. Now, the cowboy comes too soon. In other words, rides his horse through that string before it's released by that neck rope on the calf. They pick up a 10-second speeding ticket. So, you can imagine, in an event that comes down at times in the 10 to 15 second range when things go well, 10 seconds does not help. Now he's got him caught. It's all won or lost here on the ground. The quick hands, the quick tie, string the front leg. Bring the back two up, calf kick and making it tough. We get that knee in behind. There we go. The quick hands on the ground. 2 wraps, half hitch. Hands go up and the flag goes down. Our field judge, Ray Jasper, with an eye on it. Now Troy's got to get on that horse, ride him ahead, put some slack in that rope. Calf has to stay tied down for 6 seconds for it to be official. We get the nod. It is a time of 14.2. For Troy, a 14.2. Gives him our first cowboy with 2 calves down. Brings up Brooke McFarland. Be our next cowboy to go. Another 2 event. Sunday qualifier. Tie-down roping and team roping. And our thanks to Pro Heat Mechanical Systems, our sponsor here in the tie-down roping. Get luck in the draw, playing a big part here. These calves are all numbered and drawn for, so before the rodeo starts, our judge gets together a stock contractor and they put all the numbers of these calves in a hat. And our cowboy must compete on the calf that's drawn for them. And again, because it's Championship Sunday, we're going to go from the slowest of our 10 times to our fastest. Troy Gerard has 2 down. Brooke McFarland next to go. And you'll see sometimes more than one cowboy use this horse. You'll see this horse Troy Gerard also rode last out. So Brooke getting set to go. The rope the cowboy has in his hand, generally a grass poly blend rope. It's relatively soft compared to the ones you see used later on the team roping. As I mentioned, it's attached hard and fast to the saddle horn. Unlike the team roping later on where they have to take a dally or wrap it around. The little rope he carries in his mouth we call the piggin string. It's about a 1/4 inch in diameter, 6 feet long, and that's the rope the cowboy's got a loop in one end that you can see in his mouth. Carries it that way, and once he flanks the calf, takes it out of his mouth, puts it over that front leg, then wraps the back 2 legs with it. Hard running calf, drew one of the fast ones in the pen now. He's at the back end of the pen, he's got to get to that calf, make up some time here on the ground. Oh no, kind of calf slips away from just as he flanks it. Bit of a wild one. I'll tell you what, sometimes not always good to get these smaller calves in the pen. For that reason right, they are pretty feisty. 1 wrap, 2 wraps, half hitch, pull it up tight, the hands go out. A little longer than he wanted to be, a little farther down the arena than he wanted to be, but gets the job done, puts 2 times up and leave the rest to everybody else. A luck of the draw, we'll talk a lot about it here today, and it is so important as you saw right there. The tie is all right, we'll go to our timers. Time of 25.5, the time for Brooke at 25.5. Moves him into second place so far on 2. Brings up Cody Broughton. Be next to go. Watch these horses, highly trained rodeo athletes, most of them. The American quarter horse, who are bred to have that quick start, that athletic ability, that quick start, and their ability to get to full speed in just a few strides and stop just as quickly. It takes many years to train these good tie-down roping horses. You watch closely, their job as they back in the corner of the box, stand square to run as fast as they can up to the hip of that calf. As the cowboy reaches out and ropes it, they'll slide to a stop, giving that cowboy that send down the rope so he can get to that calf as quick as he can. Unfortunately, knew he had to get out of his hand quick to have a shot at winning here. Throws it out, comes up empty in no time for Cody, and no time. Brings up Nick Texera, will be next to go. Nick out of Kamloops, BC, comes in with a 16.3 on his first run. Our fast time on the weekend going into Championship Sunday. You'll see in a few minutes, Carson Gunderson had 11.4 second run. So these guys know they need to be quick in order to have a chance at winning it. So you can expect them to throw the rope pretty quickly and not try to go too far down the arena, because they know they need to be in that 10, 11, 12 second range to have a chance to win first here on Championship Sunday. Nick Texera, Kamloops Cowboy. And watch these horses, ears up, sound of that gate, they're cue to go to work. There we go, he's got him caught now. Get to him in a hurry. Here's a cowboy, can wrap him up in a hurry if things go his way to the ground. Strings that front leg back, 2 legs in there, 1 wrap. Oh no, a little bobble on that tie, half hitch, there we go. Had to kind of double clutch there on that second wrap. Watch closely. Just 3 swings, and there we go. Takes a shot, gets him caught on the Jumbotron run. We love that replay. Gets that calf in a hurry, gets him to the ground. Oh no, some bad news. That calf got up before the 6 second and a no time. Let's give a round of applause. Knew he had to try and be quick, unfortunately. Into the record books will go in no time for Nick Texera. That calf did not stay tied down for the 6 seconds required, and a no time. Brings us to Logan Worry, Langley Cowboy. Two-event Championship Sunday qualifier, tie-down roping and team roping. Comes into today with a 15-second run on his first one. Again, knows that he needs to be pretty quick to have a chance at it. And it starts to tighten up here as we get to the top end of our leaderboard here. Again, luck of the draw, so important, these calves. Getting the right one. There's a nod. Here we go. Line him out, reaches out, and boy, I'll tell you what, that calf just ducks a little bit to the right as he goes to throw it, and it comes up empty. Just give a round of applause, if you will. Took a quick shot, knew he had to be quick. Unfortunately, comes up empty in no time. For Logan, in no time. See that calf kind of ducking off to the right. A little bit. Is it hard when they're kind of moving sideways like that? Brings up hometown cowboy Steve Lloyd. Now here's a cowboy you never want to count out ever. A Canadian champion, tie-down roper, veteran. Tie-down roper, team roper, great rodeo family right here in Quesnel. You'll see Kyder and Kenzie, kids later on, great rodeo family. He was 12.7 on his first one, so he's about a 1.5 seconds off the lead. And I'll tell you what, he can tie one as fast as anybody in the business. Yeah, here we go. Don't count him out of it at all. There's the quick catch. Gets the calf. Watch this. I'll tell you what, it's going to be quick. String the front back, legs in, calf kind of kicking. Get 1 wrap, half hitch. There we go. Pull it up. All that extra work, but still gets a pretty good time, it looks like now. There's that veteran move. There's that experience you saw right there. Just took that extra bit of time. Didn't let those legs get away. Got his knee locked in behind. And gets that wrap on that calf. Again, calf testing the tie. We'll get the nod. It's okay. We'll go to our timers. Time of 10.8 for Steve Lloyd. A 10.8. All right, that's going to put the pressure on our next three, our final three here in the tie-down roping as we go to Virgil Poffenroth. Here's another cowboy who can get one tied up in a hurry. Many years, called him the young gun here in the BC Rodeo Association, BC Rodeo and throughout here. Second generation. I saw Dad Brian's here today. Also roped cows and team roped. Great rodeo family, farming, ranching family. They spent a lot of time horseback, ride some good horses, and here's a cowboy that ropes awfully well. Virgil Poffenroth, Risky Creek cowboy. He was 12.3 on his first one. So we do the math. He needs to be about 11.2 or faster to go the leads. Caught in a hurry. Now he's got to get that calf. I'll tell you what, we could see some good things happen here. Straighten the front leg. And that calf kicking. Gets that knee in behind. One wrap, half hitch. There we go. The hands are out. That second, gather up with those back legs. That calf kicking. But oh no, sometimes things go from bad to worse. See that yellow flag on the ground our judge is picking up? That means he came just a little bit too soon and picked up that barrier penalty we talked about. That 10-second speeding ticket would have been 11 seconds flat. Unfortunately, we add 10 to it, becomes 21 flat. The total time for Virgil, not what he wanted. So I'll ask you to give him a round of applause. He took a run at it, knew what he needed to do to win first. I can guarantee every one of our cowboys, and they back in the corner of the box down there, not one of them is roping to be second. They are all shooting at that first place prize money and the gold buckle that comes from winning the Gold City Classic here for 2022. Riley Isnardi next up. 3-event Sunday qualifier. Tie-down roping, steer wrestling, and team roping. Great all-around cowboy. Riley Isnardi comes into today with a time of 12 flat on his first calf. He's got about 11 and a half seconds that he needs to beat in order to move ahead of Steve Lloyd, who's in the lead here so far. He's down the arena quite a way, so he's got to make up some time here on the ground. Get him flanked, string that front leg, get the back to him behind. 1 wrap, 2 wraps, half hitch, quick hands. There we go. Told you he can get one tied up in a hurry, and he does just that. Six seconds to be official. We get the nod. It's good. A time of 12.1. 12.1 gives him 24.1. On 2 moves him into second place. Steve Lloyd's got the 2 times to beat here so far. And brings up our number 1 man coming into Sunday, Carson Gunderson. 11.4 seconds on his first one. Had our fastest time coming into today. Got bested by Steve Lloyd just a little while ago. So we do the math. Steve Lloyd's at 23.5 seconds on 2. That gives Carson, by my math, has to be 12 flat or quicker to be our champion. 12 flat or quicker is what it's going to take here. Here's the cowboy can do it. He was 11.4 the first time. There's the nod. Gets to him, reaches out, got him caught in a hurry. Hustle to that calf. Calf kind of meets him partway back up the rope. Reaches out, strings that front leg, gets that knee in behind, but I can tell you that our cowboys already look back and sees that yellow flag on the ground and knows he's in a little bit of trouble. He'll ride ahead, put some slack in that rope. 6 seconds for it to be official. As you heard me say, that yellow flag on the ground was a 10-second barrier penalty. Pushed it just a little too hard, knew he had to be quick. So it's official. His time of 15.6 plus 10, 25.6. The total time for Carson on his second one. And I told you, don't ever count him out of it. We've got a champion here in the tie-down roping. Where's Karina? Oh, there's Karina. we got to get our champion out here. Here she comes. She's gonna pick him up. Your champion for 2022 Gold City Classics, hometown cowboy, Steve Lloyd. Nice run. Good roping, Steve. You betcha. Well, we're going to go down here to the buck and shoots right down below me and move right into the premier event in the sport of rodeo, how it all got started so many years ago. Our saddle bronc riding is next to go, sponsored by AUL Industrial Repairs. Now, we had 5 qualify for today, but our weekend's taken the toll on some of our cowboys. We have 2 medical releases here today that are guys that are visibly hurt and cannot compete, so we're going to go to the 3 we do have. Started off with a cowgirl who's, well, I'll tell you what, always giving the Cowboys a run for their money, a PRCA, BCRA saddle bronc rider, Kayla Muscle. Chilliwack, BC cowgirl. She has drawn a horse by the name of Strawberry from the C Plus Rodeo Company. Here's just a good, solid veteran horse here from the C Plus strength. Been to the Canadian finals a number of times. Just a very good, solid draw for our cowgirl. She has been to the BCRA finals many times, competed professionally in saddle bronc riding, broken a lot of glass ceilings here for cowgirls here in the rodeo world. And I'll tell you what, tough luck so far, a couple of rides. She's looking for her first qualified ride here this weekend. Let's make some noise for our cowgirl. That gate swings open. Kayla Muscle on Strawberry. There we go, that high. Boy, I'll tell you what, she had that great spur stroke going all the way to about 6 seconds. Let's give her a round of applause, if you will. Unfortunately, see that great spur stroke got a little, didn't quite get her feet all the way to the front that time, and that kind of gets her balance a little ahead, and unfortunately leads to that. Kind of bounced out the front end. Big, strong, red roan horse gets a better of a no score for Kayla, no score. Brings up cowboy you saw earlier on 2 events. Sunday qualifier Christoph Mug out of the Kispiox Valley. Horse he's drawn here today from the C Plus Rodeo Company's Carlito. Another solid horse, little sorrel gelding. Just a good jump and kick horse. We're going to be in chute number 6. Yeah, Make Tracks Recreation Chute is where the action is here. Appreciate all of our sponsors here. And remind you, get your 50-50 tickets. Out there, we gave away a $3,500 on, there we go, Christoph Mug. He was out earlier in the bareback ride. Hit that spur stroke going every time that horse jumps and kicks good. Solid jump. There's a buzzer now. Our pickup man will move in alongside. Got a qualified ride. We'll get him on the ground where he can hear you a little better. Our judges will go to work. 1 to 25 on either side for the cowboy. 1 to 25 on either side for the horse. You bet he can hear you now. Now you remember, he kind of limped off after the bareback ride, and he was hurt there. And he toughened up. He is a tough one. Gets the job done here. And that's our first qualified saddle bronc ride here. And a score of 76. 76 the score for Christoph. That puts him in the lead here in the saddle.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go, we.
Our final saddle bronc rider, Kiramias' Chance Wabnegger, be next to go. He's down in chute number 7. The Eagle Building Center chute. He's drawn a horse by the name of Mulligan from the C Plus Rodeo Company. Man, what a panel of horses here today. Chance Wabnegger, 2nd generation saddle bronc rider. His dad rode broncs throughout BC many years ago. Chance now taking up the family business. Gonna try and get him tapped out. Spur out rule in effect. One hand on the buck rein, use that as a balance point, and kind of rears out, gets him in a little trouble right off the bat. And unfortunately, does not quite make the buzzer, and no score for Chance Wabner. Give him a round of applause, if you will. That's all he'll take home here this afternoon. And that means we got a champion. Where'd he go? We got our flag horse out here and Karina down here. We're gonna do a victory lap for a cowboy who's winner take all here in the saddle bronc riding. two-event Sunday qualifier. Christoph, where are you? All right, Karina, come on out. It's victory lap time. One more time, we'll take a victory lap. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2022 Gold City Saddle Bronc champion, Christoph Mug. Well, I tell you, I forgot to make one introduction earlier on here in the program as we got things started, but I'd like to recognize, I know he's out there somewhere entertaining the kids in the crowd. Where's Ransom Doherty out there today? Where are you, Ransom? He's got to be out there somewhere. He's been having fun here all weekend long. I saw him a bit ago. There he is, up there, way up there having fun. Thanks for coming. Hope you're having some fun out there, and don't be afraid to bug him a little if you want to. Doing a great job keeping our kids entertained out there. Of course, for the kids, we got our calf scramble coming up here a little later on. A chance for our kids to get out and play with us out here in the arena. All kinds of fun for the whole family here on Championship Sunday. Going on to the big man's event. The steer wrestling, sponsored by CF Industries. Got 6 steer wrestlers qualified for today. We're started off with Rob Everett. I'll tell you what's kind of cool here, you're going to see father and son both competing here in the steer wrestling today. You'll see his son Brock in just a little while. Rob Everett, many-time BCRA champion steer wrestler. He's been away from the sport for a few years, but wanted to crack out here and go to a rodeo and compete with his son at the same time. We'll wish him good luck here. Brock and Rob Everett both competing. This is Rob, Dad Rob. Had a no time on his first one, looking to try and change that around here now on Championship Sunday. And man, just that inside horn slips by him, doesn't quite get a hold of. Let's give a round of applause to our cowboy here. That's Dad, Rob Everett. Fortunately, in no time. Rings up. Andreas Bell will be next to go. The cowboy specializes here in the steer wrestling. I see the cowboy on the other side of the box. On the other side we call the hazer. The hazer's job is to run along the other side of that steer, keep it from ducking away as our cowboy steps off of that perfectly well broke saddle horse, grabs hold of that 600-pound longhorn steer by the horns and slides him to a stop. It's all about timing and strength here. You know, some of the bigger guys use more strength. Here's a cowboy that's not one of the bigger steer wrestlers. He's all about timing and technique, and you watch closely. These horses, highly trained athletes, these steer wrestling horses, generally work in teams with the Hazen horse. But watch closely as that horse runs up alongside of that steer. As Andre steps down off the side, that horse will grab a gear, take a little extra burst of speed, run past that steer so he can drop his feet down in front of him to then slide that steer to a stop. And that's, again, lots and lots of training over many years into making these good steer wrestling horses. Waiting for that steer to be looking just right. Can't barrier string there again to give that 10-foot head start. Now watch this. Horse grabs a gear, runs on by, drops his feet. Oh no! Just about had a hold of those horns and didn't quite get his footing. Let's give him a round of applause here this afternoon. That's all he'll take home here today. And no time for Andre in no time. Brings up Joel Isnardi, our next cowboy to go. Cowboy competing in the team roping as well. Didn't qualify for that here for Sunday, so you'll see him here in the steer wrestling. Joel Isnardi be next to go. Again, remind you, if you haven't got your lucky program, be sure and get that. We got a pair of Brahma boots to give away here this afternoon. Also, 50-50 tickets on sale. Wild West Riders will be out there selling those. We gave away $3,400, pardon me, on Friday night. Almost $5,000 here yesterday. $4,700.
Working hard to get to heaven where I come from. I south of Detroit City.
Joel Isnardi. Wait for that steer to be standing just right. Again, lots of variables out there. We got 2 horses, a cow, 2 cowboys, barrier string. Oh no. Horse gets anticipated a little bit. You'll see these horses are no different than any other athlete as they get stand in the corner of the box. I always compare it to athletes in the starting blocks. They kind of anticipate that they're going to be asked to go here any second. So their ears are up. The sound of that gate is their cue to go to work. And go. Joel Isnardi. Championship Sunday, lots of pressure. Everybody can feel it. All the money's up. It's one chance. One shot at it.
I was chasing sun on 101 somewhere around Ventura.
And he gets a lot of shape. That steer sets up a little bit, ducks away. Let's give him a round of applause here today. That's all he'll take home here this afternoon. And no time for Joel and no time. That steer just kind of set up there. Roger, he stepped down. That steer just kind of slowed down and it kind of went on by. Tough luck in the draw there for our cowboy. Brings up Brock Everett. We saw Dad Rob just a couple of minutes ago. This young Brock. And it grew up around a rodeo arena. Mom and Dad both rodeo competitors for all of his life. Grandpa Doug's here today somewhere in Grandstand. He was out serenading us bright and early this morning with his bagpipes at 7:30. For those of you that were around and enjoyed that. Again, great rodeo family. 3rd generation cowboy here is Brock. Dad Rob. Mom Allison. This is Brock's turn. I think you can see him later on the team roping as well. Qualified 2 events. Dad always specialized here in the steer wrestling event, so this is Brock. Kind of stepping into the family business. Again, the adrenaline flows here on Sunday. Now you see this horse, Dad rode it a little while ago. These horses run sometimes 2 or 3 or 4 times. The Cowboys, they don't own the horse, they'll pay a little bit of mountain money to the owner of the horse. So these horses sometimes will make more money than the Cowboys do here. Again, ears up. Look at those horses, both up, ears up, waiting for their cue to go to work. And again, they feel the tension here in the room, knowing that there's a lot at stake. Brock had a time of 13.6 on his first one. So he's our first cowboy that's got a shot at having 2 qualified runs here in the steer wrestling. 2 other cowboys have qualified times, so we have 3 cowboys with a time on their first one.
I'd say, oh, me something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care.
While we're doing that, I gotta give you a little recap from yesterday and make it official. You know, yesterday we did a lot of work in tribute and support of Tyson Roberts and his family. We had some donations throughout the grandstand. We had that bucking horse naming rights we auctioned off here for $3,200. And all together, I said yesterday I thought we were going to be close to $10,000. Well, I can make it official. It was $9,921. Thanks to all of you and your support. We helped this family out with almost $10,000 here yesterday. Between the Quesnel Rodeo Club and all of you, and that'll go a long ways as they have that long road back for that young cowboy. So thank you for that. All right, Brock.
All right. Well,
There's the nod. Here we go, reach out. He's got a hold now. Slide him to stop and go to the nose, roll him over, and there we go. Way to go, Cowboy. Puts up a time and puts the pressure on the rest. How about this? 5.8 seconds. It's our fastest time of the weekend so far. The 5 and 8. Nice run, Brock. Well, that puts the pressure on our next two. Two more Cowboys to go. Riley Isnardi will be next up. Riley out a little while ago in the tie-down roping. I think he finished up second place in the tie-down roping. You'll see him later on in the team roping 3 event. Championship Sunday qualifier here. Riley Isnardi. Thanks to CF Industries, our sponsor here in the steer wrestling. Of course, all of our sponsors here this weekend. I'm going to try and mention them all. We got so many, like 6 or 7 pages of them here that support our Quesnel Rodeo Club and our rodeo. So we appreciate all of the support that we get from everybody. Riley Isnardi, reach down now, slide him to stop, go to the nose, roll him over, there we go. Field judge Court Smith drops the flag. We'll go to our timers. Time of 6.4, the time for Riley, a 6.4. And brings up our final steer wrestler to go. Our last chance to change things around on our leaderboard. It'll be Dustin Nicholson. Comes in with a time of 6 seconds on his first run. Riley now with 2 down and a total of 14.2 means that Dustin has to be 8.1 or faster to go to the lead and to be our champion. Dustin Nicholson will be next to go. So many of you folks over there in the Dustin Sud Saloon were there yesterday for the live music over there. Were a few of you here yesterday with us? Only a couple. The rest of them can't remember for sure. It was a sold out crowd over there in the beer garden yesterday. What a great, Corduroy was there playing live music for a couple hours after the rodeo. What a great show they put on. All right, Dustin, down and hurry now. Gets his feet behind him, got to stand back up and roll him over. There we go, warps him. And we'll go to our timers. It's official, 6.7 seconds, and there's your champion. 6 and 7 gives him a total of 12.7 on 2. We'll get him on that pickup horse and get our queen out here to do a quick victory lap for our Cowboy. Man, I'll tell you what, good champion so far, good runs. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2022 Gold City Classic Steer Wrestling Champion with a total time of 12 and 7 on 2, Dustin Nicholson. We're going to stay right there at the time to be in the arena, go to our next event, being our first junior event of the afternoon. It's time for our junior breakaway roping. Now here in the rodeo world, we try and create some opportunities for the youngsters to get out and participate. Our junior competitors, 15 years of age and under. Now here in the breakaway roping, it starts out exactly like the tie-down roping did earlier. These kids start out behind the barrier string. They compete on calves that are numbered and drawn for them. They ride out in the arena, reach out, rope that calf around the neck. But instead of having to get down and run down and tie that calf, they either stop their horse or rein it off to the side. The tail end of that rope is attached to the saddle horn of the piece of store string. And once it breaks away, our field judge will drop the flag to stop our stopwatches. We're going to start off with Kyder Lloyd. The first to go. Saw Dad Steve out just a little while ago as our champion tie-down roper. Here's young Cowboy, had a rope in his hand for as long as he's been walking. Fish, 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 there we go. And breaks away. The hometown Cowboy stops the clock.
sleeping, I can leave, but no way. This ain't a one-night fling kind of thing. Wanna wake you up, wanna press my luck, and my lips on your cheek like I can't get enough. 'Cause I'm hooked on kissing you, getting you turned on, buzzing and loving on you all night long, like a hit song.
Court, come here for a sec. Just hold up down there for a sec, you guys. All right, time of 6.7. The time for Kiter, a 6.7 is the time. Gives them 2 qualified times and brings up Sister Kenzie. Will be next to go. Kenzie Lloyd comes in with a time of 5 flat on the first one. And update you, the 50-50's up over $1,500 already. So thanks everybody who bought tickets. Keep buying them. We'll see if we can't get up again into that $3,000 or $4,000 range for a winner here this Sunday afternoon. Kenzie Lloyd, hometown cowgirl, brother was just out. Kenzie had a qualified time. There we go. Fish it, roops it on. Rose and not breaks away. Another qualified run. And 5.2 the time for Kenzie. Together with her 5-second run on the first one puts her in the lead on 2 with a 10.2 total time. I'll tell you what, these kids grew up with a pretty good teacher. You just saw a little while ago, Dad out there, our champion tie-down roper. So 10.2 on 2 as we go to Jacob Bowden will be next up. Here's young cowboy you saw earlier on the tie-down roping. As a junior, he's already competing with the big guys. In the tie-down, he was 4.6 on his first one. Our thanks to Hot Sauce Contracting, our sponsor here in the junior breakaway. There's the nod, reaches out in a hurry, and oh boy, I'll tell you what, did not expect that. Let's give a round of applause. He's another hometown cowboy. Fortunately, a no time for Jacob, a no time. Brings up Chase Cohorst. Be next up. Chase had a 4.3 on his first one, so has to be about 5.8 or faster to go to the lead. There's the nod, hard running cow. He's got to get down the arena a little ways, reaches out, spins around the ears, and boy, that is not what we expected. Again, unfortunately, a no time for Chase, a no time. And then there was one. Young cowgirl ropes awfully good. Jordan Farmer will be up. She was 3.7 in the first run. She's got about 6.4 seconds to work with here to be our champion here in the junior breakaway roping. Thanks again to Hot Sauce Contracting for sponsoring our junior breakaway. Again, keep your eyes on that Eagle Vision big screen up there, the leaderboard up there, as well as all of our replays. A big shout out to our friends at Eagle Vision doing a great job of video production for us here today. Man, I'll tell you what, that has a lot of value for all of us out there. You can see so much more. Jordan Farmer. Boy, I'll tell you again, 3 in a row misses. A no time for Jordan. She had the fast time coming into today, but unfortunately a no time here on steer number 2, a no time. So we're gonna go down to the other end of the arena and pay tribute to our champion, who's a cowgirl. I'll tell you what, we're gonna recognize a family name for the second time here this afternoon. Please welcome your 2022 Gold City Classic Junior Breakaway Champion, Kenzie Lloyd. Her total time, a 10.2 on 2 head, gets her the gold buckle and the bragging rights for this year. Way to go, Kenzie. Well, you know, just because we like to keep it wild and western here at our Gold City Classic here, we're going to bring our barrel out here and we're going to go right into our wild horse race. Y'all ready for a wild horse race? I'll tell you what, we got some good teams here today. We got 4 teams in the wild horse race sponsored by Homan Brothers Contracting. Again, the whole Homan family, big part of our rodeo community here. So here's the object of the game. We are going to blow the horn. We'll turn 4 horses out. Hold up for a minute. And he's got 3 people on the team. 1 on the shank, 1 we call the mugger, gets on the head, and the 3rd guy will saddle the horse. Then we got to get somebody horseback on one of these wild horses and then ride it between that barrel and the fence on the far side of the arena. 4 teams, we're going to introduce them to you. In black is your hometown cowboy, Al Pahalo. He had the win on night number 1. In silver is Cody Nicolaisen from Armstrong. In teal, another hometown team, Fraser Bell's team from right here in Quesnel. And in blue, out of Terrace, is the Trig Armstrong team. Are y'all ready for a wild horse race? Pick a favorite, cheer them on, make as much noise as you can. It's wild, it's western, it's wild horse racing time. Let's go! Now they got to get to that horse, get that saddle on the back. We got Al Pahalo's team out here. They're saddling already out here front and center. We got the other team out of Terrace. They're saddling out front and center, trying to get somebody horseback already. So we got Al Pahalo's team. They're mounted up. They won on day number 1. We got, I'll tell you what, 3 teams saddling. See who can be first through the line over there. Okay, here goes Al Pahalo's team. They're through first. Now we're riding for second. Hang on, guys. Here we go. We got a team. We got a horse race going. Hang on, guys. Oh, Jen went the wrong side of the barrel. Trying to turn them around, get them going back the other way if we can. We're still trying to get our second team through. There we go. There we go. Looks like we got our second team through. Got a few seconds left, but I'll tell you, our teams are a little beat up out there. There's the horn. How about a round of applause for all of our wild horse racers out there? Cody's team was second, right, Al? All right. We got the results out here. First place, Al Pahalo out of Quesnel, the black team. Second place, out of Armstrong, Cody Nicolaisen in the wild horse. Give them all a round of applause. That is a very gruesome sport out there. Those guys get beat up by these big old wild horses here from the Z Plus Rodeo Company. Thanks again to Homan Brothers Contracting for sponsoring our wild horse race here again this year. And now it's time we're going to have a chance for all of our kids to come down and play. We're going to have our Tim Hortons Calf Scramble. So we're going to get firstly all of our kids between 7 and 12 years old. Come on down to the gate on the far side. Karen Powell's over there. She's organizing this and a bunch of things. All you kids between 7 and 12 years old, come on down to the gate over at the far side of the arena. And then we're going to get you lined up at the far end of the arena by the big screen down there. All you kids between 7 and 12, and kids 6 and under, you're going to be next. So start making your way down for the second one. This is 7 to 12, but all the kids 6 and under will be our second Calf Scramble, sponsored again this year by our friends at Tim Hortons. While we're doing that, I'll give you a chance again to say a big shout out to our friends at the Taco Dene Nation, our title sponsor for this year and partner in our rodeo, the Gold City Classic. We really appreciate their support. Of course, all of our family of sponsors, McDonald's, West Fraser Timber, our Bull Riders Canada sponsors, the Nazco First Nation and Esdala First Nation, Canadian Tire, AUL Industrial Repairs, the Billy Barker Casino Hotel, Circle S Western Wear, our ticket headquarters for our rodeo. Save On Foods did our Save On Foods steak dinner here last night. I hope a few of you had a chance to enjoy that. I hear they ran out of steaks again this year. Always a big sellout. Come on, kids, keep coming. All the kids between 7 and 12, come on down. Our thanks to FBB Chartered Professional Accountants, the Barkerville Gold Mines, PMT Chartered Professional Accountants, BCGEU, the British Columbia General Employees Union, Fortis BC, Darcy's Glass, Tim Hortons, sponsor of our calf scramble, Caribou Ford, Caribou Propane, Chimo RV, Eagle Home Building Center, and Make Tracks Recreation. All right, here's the object of the game. We got all these kids out here. We're gonna let a calf out of the other end. It's got a flag on it. Kids, don't start running till I say go. You gotta wait till I say go, all right? So we're gonna turn that calf loose, and when I say go, you gotta run. Whoever gets that ribbon off the back of that calf gets $50 cash from our friends at Tim Hortons. All right, here comes our calf. And on your marks, get set, go! It's a foot race. And look at that calf looking. Uh-oh, what is coming? Now it's gonna run down to the corner, and there we go. It was a foot race, the fastest kid gets there. And we've got a winner already. Good job, kids. Man, that's a long run right from one end to the arena. We lost boots and shoes and hats and all kinds of stuff back here. How about a round of applause for all of our kids out there? We'll get our winner gathered up here in a second. He's coming straight ahead of you there, Karen, right there. There we go, there's your winner. Congratulations, a $50. Now we'll look for all of our kids, and we're gonna get that calf out of the arena. We'll get our calf out of the arena, then we'll get our kids 6 and under out here. Will be next. Now wants to make some moves. Thanks again to Tim Hortons. Some of our other sponsors here this weekend: Quesnel Sand and Gravel, Bliss Restaurant, O'Flynn Roofing, Todd Doherty, your Member of Parliament, CF Diesel and Tire, Inland Kenworth, Brodex, BC Livestock, your pickup men sponsor here this weekend, Artemis Gold, Blackwater Project, MCon Services, Integris Credit Union, Erickson Earthworks, and we mentioned earlier on our grand entry, the South Quesnel Business Association, another great supporter here for 2022. Okay, we got our kids 6 and under out here now. And we got a whole bunch of them coming. No, you don't have to go as far. Stop right there. Just line up right across there, kids. Whoa, stop. Stop, come back, come on up. Line up right across there. You don't have to go all, come on. Well, we're gonna line up across the middle here. Come on, kids, move up a little bit. All of you can hear me. Hello, kids, move up. Move up, come on. Move up by Mel there in the orange shirt. Come on. All kids line up in the middle. Come on out to the middle, you kids. Keep moving out. There you go. All kids out to the middle. Okay, right there. Stop. Line up right across here. And Ransom's all ready to go. He's going to be our calf here for this one. Okay, we got all our kids lined up. They're going to play for $25 here. They've got to get that little flag from Ransom on his wrist out there, that little pink flag. Doing a great job out there playing with all of our kids out there. Ransom Doherty, thanks my friend. Okay, you almost ready? Karen, are we ready? All right, you guys know we all going to chase, try and get that flag up from Ransom right there. That one right there, okay? On your marks, get set, go! Hey, we got a flag down the far end. We got a winner. And then we got prizes for everybody from our friends at Tim Hortons. So thanks so much to Tim Hortons sponsoring. Get all our kids a chance to come out here and play in the dirt with all the rest of the cowboys and cowgirls. All right, we're going to get our kids all out of the arena. Then we're going to take about a 10-minute break while we bring our tractor out, level things out, get our barrels set up, get ready to move into the second half of our rodeo performance. So I remind you to be sure to get a program if you don't have one yet. We got a pair of Brahma boots to give away here today. Get your 50-50 tickets. We're well over $1,500 already to the winners. So lots of money to be won there. Concession stands are all open. Of course, the Dust and Suds Saloon, they got some more of that ice cold Quesnel Rodeo Club beer from Barkerville Brewing Company. And so that's over there at the Dust and Suds Saloon. And we're going to get our arena leveled up, our barrels set up, and we'll come back with the color, the speed, the excitement of our ladies barrel racing here in just a little bit. In the meantime, enjoy a few minutes of break, and we'll be right back with the second half of Championship Sunday in just about 10 minutes.
Bring me down. 'Cause I got a feeling, and it sure feels good. I got a feeling, and it sure feels good. Yeah. I got a feeling. I'm a stray cat waiting out back. Tell me where the party's at. Hey now, something going down. Time to wiggle this sleepy town. It's shine time. Give me that eye. Pass me some of that apple pie. Come on, ain't nothing on, ain't nothing on, ain't nothing gonna bring me down. 'Cause I got a feeling, and it sure feels good. Yeah, I got a feeling. Sure feels good, don't it, y'all? I got a feeling. I got a feeling. I'm ready to roll. Door to door, yeah, I'm good to go. I got a feeling. I wanna spread it around. Spread a little love, ride that buzz. Ain't nothing gonna bring me down. Tell me, are you feeling it too? It's gonna be a good night. Yeah, it's gonna be a good night. So tell me, are you feeling it too? It's gonna be a good night. Yeah, it's gonna be a good night. Tell me, are you feeling it too? It's gonna be a good night. It's gonna be a good night. So tell me, are you feeling it too? It's gonna
front line. You be the courage in my heart to fight. I'll be the outlaw, bounty on my head. You be my shelter, a safe place to rest. I'll be the weakness, you be the staying strong. I'll be the sunrise, you be the all night long. Oh, darling, you're the only perfect part of me. Without you, my life is incomplete. Our love's a melody that lingers on. I'll be the singer, you be the song. I'll be the singer, you be the song. Whoa. Sinner out on the back row. You be salvation, saving my soul. I'll be the sailor out on raging seas. You be the lighthouse guiding me. I'll be the weakness, you be the staying strong. Be the sunrise, you be the all night long. Oh, darling, you're the only perfect part of me. Without you, my life is incomplete. Our love's a melody that lingers on. I'll be the singer, you be the song. I'll be the singer, you be the song. You be the staying strong. I'll be the sunrise, you be the all night long. Oh, darling, you're the only perfect part of me. Without you, my life is incomplete. Our love's a melody that lingers on. I'll be the singer, you be the song. My life is incomplete. Love's a melody that lingers on. I'll be the singer, you be the song. I'll be the singer, you be the song. Staring up the road and pray to God I see headlights. I made it down the coast in 17 hours, picking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers, and I'm over the rally. I can see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me.
Oh, here comes a Dodge Ram truck with our barrels. Means we're about 5 minutes away from the second half of rodeo performance.
My baby plays the guitar, I pick a banjo now. Johnson City, Tennessee. I gotta move on before the sun. I hear my baby calling my name, and I know that she's the only one. And if I die in Raleigh, at least I will die free. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Oh, rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, I wanna feel. Hey, mama, rock me, rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, yeah, mama, you can rock me, rock me.
All right, if you're all settled in, we're going to kick off the second half of Championship Sunday Rodeo here in the Gus Cameron Rodeo Arena. So go to the color, the speed, the excitement of barrel racing. Unlike our earlier events where we went from the slow time to the fast time, here we're going to the other way around. We're going to have our fastest times, the best ground here. The luck of draw going their way, so our fastest barrel racer first, and then work our way down. So we're going to kick it off with Madeline Posabon. Be our first cowgirl to go. She got her fastest time on the weekend coming into Championship Sunday with a 16.44. She comes that left-hand barrel first. You make one left-hand, two right-hand turns, cloverleaf pattern. Stay close, stay fast, leave them standing, don't knock one over. Two good barrels, loop up. Oh, man, flirted with it. But we're good, we're headed home. Let's cheer along. 16.14. Wow. Tore it up out there here today with a 16.14. That's our fastest time of the whole weekend and sets the pace here in our open barrels as we go to Darianne Andros. Came in with a 16.52, but I'll tell you what, the gauntlet has been dropped here. The fastest time of the weekend by Madeline Posabon. Darianne Andros comes in with that 16.52 on her first run. Knows she needs to, be super fast to have a shot at it. And these cowgirls are all going to do it. Good looking horses. And I'll tell you what, conditions are perfect out there tonight. Ground is in great shape. Our crew and Quesnel doing it right. Final turn, the dash of the cash. Let's cheer along. 16.67 and a nice run. A 16.67 keeps Darian in second place and brings up Darla Cork. Our next cowgirl to go comes in with a 16.57 on her first run. Madeline Posabon, half a second out in the lead. We have to have a heck of a run here to change things around on that leaderboard. Darla Cork had a good one. She can do it. Round we go, number two. Now that gold buckle barrel. That final turn, the dash for the cash. Let's cheer along, Darla Cork. 17.10 the time for Darla, 17.10. Brings up Kristen Bell, be next up. Kristen Bell comes in with a 16.69 on her first run. Two-event cowgirl, breakaway roper, and barrel racer. Goes that right-hand barrel first, makes that one right-hand turn, now the first to two left-hand turns. Turn and burn a little wide around that one. Now she'll try and make up some time here on that final barrel. Sets her up, turns around, heads for home. Let's cheer along. 16.85 the time for Kristen, a 16.85. Go now to Allison Hampton. Be next up. Thanks to AUL Industrial Repairs, the sponsor here in our open barrel racing. Allison in with a 16.76 on her first run. No, they need to be quick. Good run going. Let's keep it going now. Final bell. Set them up. Turn around. Head for home. Let's cheer along. Help her home. 16.68. Nice run. A 16.68 is the time for Allison. All right, we'll bring our tractor out. We'll take a little time. Every 5 barrel racers to keep this ground as fair as we can, but also safe. These horses are expensive. They're run hard. They dig some big, deep holes out there, so we're going to take the time to smooth things out. Thanks to our friends at Grassland Equipment for supplying our New Holland tractors here we're using all weekend long to keep our ground in good shape. Jim Robinson in there in the tractor doing a great job, as our arena harrower, leveler, and ground worker. Conditions here are perfect for championship rodeo here on Sunday. And while he's doing that, I'll send a shout out to a few more of our sponsors. All right, the ground is all leveled up. We're going to get right back to it here. Open barrel race, sponsored by AUL Industrial Repairs. Madeline Pozzabon threw down the gauntlet with a 16.14 time here to start this section out. And I'll tell you what, she's about a half a second out in front of everybody else here. We're going on to Judy Hyde. Comes in today with a 16.79 on her first run. Judy Hyde, our next cowgirl to go. Again, choice of the left hand or right hand barrel first. Stay close, stay fast. Turn and burn. Round we go. Good smooth run going. Wrap them around now and now. That final turn. Set them up, turn around, head for home. The dash for the cash. 16.49. Nice run. A 16.49. Picks up 0.3 of a second on her first run. So good pick up a time there as we go to Keely Jarrell. Be next to go. Comes in with a 16.85 on her first run. Little wide around number 2 now. That final barrel, that gold buckle barrel. Head for home, the run for the money. 17.14, the time for Keelia, 17.14. Brings up Lori Rankin, 16.87 on her first run. Came in 8th place, trying to move up that leaderboard here on Championship Sunday. And most of our cowgirls go that right-hand barrel first. Most do. Every once in a while we left-hand turn first, but this time we're going one right, two lefts. And that final turn, that gold buckle barrel. Time a 16.89, a 16.89 the time. For Lori, a 16.89. Brings up Cameron Mitchell. Comes in with a 16.92 on her first run. Madeline Posabon still holding on to that #1 spot. Can we top her out? Would have to be a blistering run here. Cameron Mitchell on her way in next. Well, I'll tell you, these horses, highly trained. Little Bump stays standing. Well, she makes this final turn, heads for home. Let's make some noise, cheer along all the way home. 16.77. I'll tell you what, our cowgirls came to run today. All of them putting up better times here today than they did in their first ones. But not quite enough yet to catch Madeline Posabon as we go to Kira Stowell. Be next to go. Kira Stowell will be our final chance to change things around on our leaderboard. Kira into that right-hand barrel first. Keep it going, stay smooth, hustle hard. Well, I'll tell you what, turned around tight there. Final turn, set him up, turn around, head flow, Little Bump, stay standing, help her home. Hometown cowgirl. 16.88, a 16.88 the time for Kira. So, it looks like we're ready for a victory lap. Where's Karina? She out there somewhere? Karina. All right. And our champion is going to be Madeline Posabon. Madeline, where are you? Can we get your horse back and get you in here for a quick lap? Madeline Posabon, are you out there? Can you hear me? Doesn't look like she is. So we're going to recognize our 2022 Gold City Classic champion barrel racer, Madeline Posabon. With a 16.44 and a 16.14, two great barrel runs, and thanks again to Karina. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to have some fun with you out there now. I think it's time for us maybe to have a little bit of a dance-off contest. I think we're going to get our cameraman to find a couple of youngsters out there. Give us a wave if you think you've got some moves. We're going to have a little dance-off here. See, find the cameraman, see if you can get over in the den. You got any kids out there that think they've got all the moves? And we're going to get two of you going up here on the screen. We're going to dance back and forth. We're going to get the crowd to cheer for them. And we're going to try and see if we can't get a couple of kids that got some moves out there that... We got any kids? We're going to try and get our cameraman to find a couple of people that got some moves. Have we got a couple out there somewhere? We got somebody who's got some moves out there. There we go. We got somebody up there in the beer garden. It's time for our dance-off. Are we ready to go? We're going to throw some music up here, and we're going to go back and forth with the camera and see who's got the moves out there. Here we go. Let's have some fun.
I just need you to get real loose. Get comfortable. Grab your loved ones, or grab your love partner. And if you're by yourself, no worries. Just follow after after me. Gonna do the two-step, then cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with him. Do the hold down and get into it. Take it to the left now and dip.
When the camera's on you, let's see some moves. Watch up on the Jumbotron.
Put your hips in it. Let's have some fun. To the left,
Watch
to
the big
left.
screen up there.
To the
See if you're
right,
on the
to the
camera and
right.
throw some moves.
Now take your left hand and put it on your side. Go and roll your shoulders. Do the slip and slide. This next part's my favorite part, cause it's time to shine. Gonna do the two-step, then cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with him. Do the hold down and
Oh, there we go.
take it to the left now and dip with it. Don't throw
Keep
it
your eyes
down.
on that big screen.
Lean back.
Show us your moves.
It's simple, you can do it. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Now cool down, have a good time. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Do the butterfly, have a good time. Round, round, round and round you go. It's time to show out right now and take to the floor. Gonna do the two-step, then cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with him. Do the hold down and get into it.
There we go.
Take it to the left.
Everybody's catching on now.
With it, don't throw down. Take a sip with it and lean back. Put your hips in it. Take it down.
All right, so we're gonna pick a couple here. We're gonna cheer for who we think's better. Let's go. Watch on the camera. We're gonna pick a couple out, and you guys let us know who you think's the better one. Tell me this fella right here, the flosser. What do you think?
Criss, cross. Bring it up now.
All right, where else are we going?
Do whatever you like right here.
How about this guy and this guy right here? How about them?
Gonna do the two-step, then cowboy.
All right.
Grab a sweetheart.
And there he is. There's our winner right there, and our dance off. Thanks, everybody. Having a little fun with us here on a Sunday afternoon. We're going to go back to action now and go to our second junior event of the afternoon. Our junior barrel racing will be up next. And once again, we're going to go with our fastest time coming in first and then work our way down from there. And our juniors set the pace for us. Here will be Ella Stevenson. Be next to go. Ella Stevenson to set the pace for us here. Ella Stevenson. 17.07 coming into Championship Sunday. Thanks to PMG Communications. Patty's already up here in the announcer stand with me, one of our timers and a sponsor. All right, around that second barrel. Second right-hand turn going out of the other direction's got a good run going. Can she meet or beat her first time? How about that? A 17.17. 17.17 the time for Ella. Two good runs in the books for her as we go down to Reese Colgate. Be next to go. Reese came in with a 17.31 on her first run, a 17.31. Yeah, we need to try and be faster than Ella's times, at least one of them, to have a chance to get up on their leaderboard. Goes that left-hand barrel first, a little slide there, so make up some time here on the next two. Round we go. 6 competitors made it back in the short round here in our junior barrels. Makes that final turn. Let's cheer along. Reese Colgate. 17.22, 17.22 the time for Reese. Shaves a little time off her first one. Not quite enough to catch Ella Stevenson as we go to Leah Jolly. 14.40 on her first run coming into Championship Sunday. And again, thanks to PMG Communications, their sponsor here in our junior barrels. Leah Jolly. Into the arena on the run. Little wide on that first one. Now she'll make up some time on these next two left-hand turns. There we go, good turn. Little, oh no, knew she had to be quick, stayed close. Pushes that barrel over coming. Let's give her a round of applause as she heads for home. Some tough luck on barrel number 2, running with that 5-second handicap. We'll tell you what, picks up some time, goes down to a 17.02. Would have put her right in the hunt for it, but sadly we add 5 to it. It becomes 22.02, the total time for Leah. Brings up Ella Bridge. Next cowgirl to go, 17.90 her time on her first one. She'll be trying to pick up almost a whole second here to have a shot at it. Ella Bridge, right-hand barrel first. There's a good turn right there. He's got a good run start. It all starts there. Can she keep it going around number 2? Good smooth turn there at Gold Buckle Barrel. The final turn, the dash for the cash. Let's cheer her along. 17.23 her time, 17.23, and she picks up over half a second on her first run, but not quite enough yet to catch Ella Stevenson. As we go to Ayla Barber, be next to go. Ayla Barber, 17.95 on her first run. Goes left hand first, now 2 right hand turns, goes the other direction. Good looking little red roan horse. Final turn, the dash for the cash. She can hear you now, Quesnel, help her home. 18.03, her time an 18.03. We'll bring our tractor out again, level things up. Again, our thanks to our friends at Grassland Equipment supplying our tractor for us here this weekend. And I also like to send a big shout out to our friends, the Farmer family, helping out supplying grain and donating grain for all of our livestock here this weekend. So our thanks to the Farmer family. Also, some of our sponsors here this weekend, All West Glass, Booster Juice in downtown Quesnel, KPMG, Work BC Center, Marlowe Logging, Brahma Boots. We're going to give away a pair of those Brahma Boots here this afternoon. So if you got a program, keep that handy. If you haven't got one, go grab one. You got a chance to win those pair of boots. Design Flooring, Tireland, Your Minute Muffler, Shop, AC&D Insurance Services, Willis Harper Home Hardware, Four Rivers Co-op, Hub International Insurance, Cal Tire. Man, well, I'll tell you what a family of sponsors the Quesnel Rodeo Club has that support them here year in and year out. Our thanks to Napa here in Quesnel, Gibraltar Mines, Super Save Gas, Caribou Country Radio, Quesnel Caribou Observer, the Quesnel Decor Gallery, TL Design, FBB Fraser, Bevs and Broughton, Staples, Rona, Hutch's RV Service, Dale Smith Custom Hauling, Lil Red Pony Feed and Supplies, Lataco Gas and Convenience, and Regency Chrysler. Of course, that shiny new Dodge Ram pickup out here, picking our barrels up and bringing them in, bringing them out, and keeping things moving smoothly in the arena. Thanks again to all of our sponsors here this weekend. Also to remind you, be sure and get those 50-50 tickets. We're now over $2,000 to give away, over $2,000 already, and I know we got up over 4,000 here yesterday, so I don't know if we'll get that high, but it sure be nice to get up close to that 3,500 that we did on Friday night. We're all leveled up, ready to go to our final junior barrel racer. It'll be Kenzie Lloyd. Kenzie is already a champion. Picked up the gold buckle in our breakaway roping. Can she keep it going here in our junior barrel racing? Kenzie Lloyd, hometown cowgirl, 17.96. Coming into go round number 2 and Championship Sunday. Little wide on number 1. Try and keep that speed up. Good turn now on barrel number 2. Quesnel, she's a hometown cowgirl. She can use your help. She needs to pick up some time. 17.88 the time for Kenzie. A 17.88 is her time. Do you want to do a quick lap now, Ray? All right. Is Ella Stevenson handy? Ella, are you close there? Ella Stevenson. Here comes our flag. And a victory lap for 2022 Gold City Classic junior barrel racing champion, Ella Stevenson. The 34-24 on 2. Well done, Ella. Thanks again to Kranis Soklan, Miss Williams Lake Stampede. All right, we're going to get right down to it now. Our youngest competitors here all weekend long are Pee Wee Barrel Racers. Just 10 years of age and under, and I'll tell you what, they might be young, they might be little, but they come to town to run barrels. They've had some great times. Matter of fact, our first cowgirl to go had a 17.49, which is right in the same kind of times that our juniors and open barrel racers had. So to set the pace here for us, our Pee Wee Barrel Racing is Ainsley Meese. Fortis BC, our sponsor here in the Pee Wee Barrel Racing. Ainsley Mice. 17.49 on her first run. Wish her well here in the short round championship Sunday. Now remember, just 10 years of age and under. This cowgirl's got a great future ahead of her. She's already running right in there solidly with the juniors and the opens. A little wider on that first one. Jill straightened things up, hustling all the time. There's a good barrel turn there. How about this for a youngster? What do you think, Quesnel? She makes that final turn. Let's cheer along. Her time is 17.97. A 17.97 is the time for Ainsley. Brings up Gemma Sakamoto. Be next to go. Comes into Championship Sunday with a time of 18.76 on her first run. Gemma Sakamoto. She was up on Friday in our first day of our Gold City Classic. And he eases up that first barrel, sets the run up. That's part of the trick. Man, just have a good first barrel, set the run up. Little bit of a stumble there on that second barrel. She'll straighten things out here now, head down to that third and final barrel. Let's give her a round of applause. A little bit of a bubble there on that second one. Not the run she was hoping for here today, but a time of 20.86, 20.86, the time for Gemma. Brings up Riata Steffi. Be next to go. Riata Steffi, 19.14 on her first run. There's a good smooth turn. Walter, there's a good old horse right there. I love these young gals and these good old horses. Just something special about all that. She can hear you now. 18.60 the time for Riata. She picks up a half a second over her first time in 18.60 as we go to Brinley Beckman. Be next to go. Brinley Beckman. Comes in with a 19.26 on her first run. Little bump, stays standing, straighten them out down to that third and final barrel. It's our future superstars, our Pee Wee Barrel Racers. Around she goes. 19.67, the time for Brinley, and 19.67 is her time. All right, we'll bring our tractor out one last time to level things up before we go to our final two Pee Wee Barrel Racers. And our thanks to Grassland Equipment supplying our tractors here this weekend. And give me a chance to remind you again to make sure that you get your 50-50 tickets. You got just a few minutes left to do this. You know, as often is the case here at our rodeos, we end up with people traveling from all over the world to come and enjoy the Quesnel Rodeo, and they hear about it being one of the biggest events of the year in British Columbia. And we're We're happy to welcome and say hello to Helen from Australia. Are you here? Where's Helen from Australia? Out there somewhere? Helen, where are you? Anyways, welcome to Quesnel. Hope you're enjoying your afternoon. What if we ask that question? So how many people here are here from out of British Columbia, from somewhere other than British Columbia? Got some people up in the top over there. We got a couple people over here. All right. Anybody from out of the country? We got some folks right here in the middle. Welcome to Quesnel. We hope you're enjoying your weekend over there. What a beautiful day it is here today. Thanks all for coming, everybody from near and far, and enjoying our rodeo performance here this weekend. All right, we're all leveled up, ready to go back to it. Pee Wee Barrel Racing, sponsored by Fortis BC. Danielle Stewart is up. Danielle comes into Championship Sunday with a 19.62 on her first run. Danielle Stewart at 19.62 her time. Ainsley still holding on to the lead here with two great runs. Can she do it all the way through? Danielle Stewart is up. Here we go. Little wide around that first one. Now hustle over to barrel number two. First to two right-hand turns around. We go a little bump. Oh no, some tough luck there on barrel number two. She makes that final turn. Let's make some noise here on Cowgirl. Some tough luck there on that second barrel. Had a great run. An 18.58. Hate to add 5 to it, but we have to. An 18.58 plus 5. A total of 23.58 for Danielle. Brings up our final Pee Wee Barrel racer, Sloan Fuller. Be last to go to wrap up here our Pee Wee Barrels. Sloan comes in with a time of 20.02. Here she comes on the run. Around that first barrel, now to barrel number two. Nice and close there. That final barrel. That gold buckle barrel, set her up, turn her on, head for home. Let's cheer along, help her home. Her time a 19.40. A 19.40 is the time for Sloan. All right, we're going to bring out Ainsley. Are you handy over there? Are you on your horse still, Ainsley? Let's see if she's over there. She's still on her horse. Here she comes, I think. And with two great barrel runs here, your 2022 Gold City Classic Pee Wee Barrel Racing Champion, Ainsley Meese. Congratulations, Ainsley. Well done. Two good barrel runs and a great future ahead of her here in the rodeo arena. All right, one more time, we'll bring the Regency Chrysler Dodge Ram pickup truck out here to pick up our barrels. And again, our thanks to our friends at Regency Chrysler, helping us out year in and year out here in Quesnel, but all throughout British Columbia and the rodeo world. Appreciate their support, and we thank them very much for that. Bringing that nice new truck down here. We get our arena cleared out, our barrels out of here, and then we're going to head on down to the timed event into the arena. Go right into our open breakaway roping. Be our next event. We're back now to reverse order. Go with our, if you will, slowest time coming into our championship round and get to our fastest time at the end. Our open breakaway sponsored by PMG Communication. All right, in the open breakaway roping. Starts out exactly the same as our tie-down roping did earlier. Open to our cowgirls as well as our junior and senior competitors here in the breakaway roping. Start out behind the barrier string. These cows numbered and drawn for. They use a catch rope exactly the same as our tie-down ropers do. Here, remember, the tail end of that rope attached to the saddle horn to kick it off. Here this afternoon, Megan Smith. She was 5 flat on her first run. Her fast time was 3 seconds flat, so we need to be down in that real quick range. I'll tell you what, that's what she needed to do. Goes out and hammers one. We'll go to our timers. Time of 2.7 seconds. 2 and 7 is the time for Megan Smith. Gives her 7 and 7 on 2, and that definitely sets the pace here in our breakaway roping. Brings up Hannah Strait. Kamloops cowgirl will be next to go. Hannah Strait of Kamloops, 5 seconds as well. She was tied here for 10th and 11th, so we brought 11 back here in our breakaway rope. And I'll tell you, here's one of the events that almost anything can happen. There's only 2 second spread between our fastest time and our 10th place time. So Megan just put an exclamation point on how quick everybody else has to be now. The time to beat is 7 and 7 on 2 to move into the lead on 2, which is what we need to do to be the champions here for 2022. Hannah knew she had to get out of her hand quick. Takes a shot at down here, goes farther down the arena, takes a reload down here. Unfortunately, a little farther down the arena than she wanted to be. Time of 8.2 for Hannah, and 8.2. Brings up Harley Antoine. Comes in with a 4.8 on her first run. She's a 2-event qualifier. You'll see her later on in the team roping, the number 8 team roping. Harley Antoine, great rodeo family, 4th generation competing here in our rodeo arena here this weekend. Hard running cow. Again, farther down the arena, she wanted to be, reaches out and draws a knot. We'll go to our timers. Time of 5.6, the time for Harley of 5.6. Moves her into second place so far and brings up Kristen Bell. She was 4.4 on her first run. Has 3.2 seconds to work with to move to the lead. In that barrier string there, give that calf that 10-foot head start. Again, if our cowgirl comes too soon, breaks that barrier, it's a 10-second speeding ticket. Reach out, fish it on, there we go. A little extra time to drop down over the nose. Time of 4 seconds flat. The time for Kristen of 4.0 gives her 8.4, moves her now into second place so far with an 8.4 on 2. Go to Jody Hancock. Comes into our championship Sunday with 4.3 second time on her first run. Has 3.4 seconds to work with to go to the lead. Jody Hancock, hometown cowgirl. And rope's awfully good. Competes here in the breakaway rope and also does some team roping. There's the nod. Throws it out quick and boom. Puts an exclamation point on it. We'll go to our timers. How about this? 3.3. Her time moves her to the lead by 1/10 of a second with a 7.6. Megan Smith is a 7.7. So now Jody Hancock in the lead with a 7.6 on 2. Going out to Nicole Capaduca. Abbotsford Cowgirl, Nicole Capaduca. She has 4.1 on her first run. I've seen her down in the low 2-second range many times, so she could easily change things around on our leaderboard here in the breakaway roping. Talk about a growing sport. There's some breakaway roping events now with tens of thousands of dollars added in it. She's got 3.3 second, reaches out and boom, breaks away. A couple of steps farther down the arena than she wanted to be. Her time a 3.7. Her time 3.7 seconds. Just a hair longer than she wanted to be, moves her into third place so far as we go to Sandy Suter. Be next up. Comes in with a 3.6 on her first one. She has 3.9 seconds to work with. 3 and 9 to work with to go to the lead here in the open breakaway. Again, PMG Communications, our sponsor here in the breakaway roping. Again, our thanks to all of our family of sponsors. Our crew out here doing a good job. We've had to swap a cow around out here in the back pen to keep things going in order down here. So while we're doing that, that might be a good time recognizing all the orange shirts.
Like
got the cow to do it here today. Luck of the draw is so important here. Getting a good start, scoring that cow properly, getting out just as that barrier releases. And right out there, get that rope around that cow's neck, reach out, there we go, gets it caught in a hurry, bang. Job is done. Time of 3.1 and a new leader. 3.1 gives her 6 and 5 on 2 and puts her in the lead now. On 2. Man, I'll tell you what, some good roping here today. That's why it's Championship Sunday as we go to Brianna Billy. She also had 3.4 second runs, so she needs to be 3 flat or faster to go to the lead. I've seen her do it. No stranger to being quick. Brianna Billy, our cowgirl, ready to go. Good all-around cowgirl. There's an odd cow, kind of ducks over that left. And again, she knew she had to get it out of her hand quick. Reaches out, comes up, and let's send her home with a round of applause here today. Fortunately, at no time for Brianna. Brings up our final breakaway roper, Riata Seelhoff. Last chance to change things around. Our leaderboard comes in with a time of 3 flat to win our long round. Had our fastest time in the long round here on Championship Sunday. That means she's got 3.4 seconds to work with to be our champion. Knows what she needs to do. She can do it. She's already done it. Can she put another run together like the other one? 3.4 better to go the lead. Riata Seelhoff in the box. The barrier's up. One last breath. There's the nod. And she threw it as quick as she needed to. That calf kind of ducked and dove a little bit. Unfortunately, comes up. And let's give her a round of applause. She came in as our fastest time. Fortunately, comes up empty here in no time in our short round. So that means we're going to bring out Karina and our breakaway roping champion is going to be Fallon. You got Fallon on a horse down there. Here she comes. On 2 runs, total time of 6.5 seconds. Your Gold City Classic Open Breakaway Roping Champion and Canadian qualifier is Fallon Mills. All right, we're going to move on down here to the Buck and Shoots for our final junior event of the afternoon, our junior steer riding, sponsored by Fortis BC. These are our beginner bull riders. Young Cowboys making their start over here, future world champion bull rider, maybe making an appearance right here today, here front and center in our junior steer ride. Here are Cowboys, or Cowgirls for that matter. Don't think we have any here today, but our Cowboys here ride with a flat-breaded bull rope, exactly the same as you see used later on by our bull riders. Have the choice here, ride with 1 or 2 hands. There's no spur-out rule. The only rule is you have to stay hanging on, stay on for the 8-second duration of the ride. We've got 6 Cowboys vying for our championship here. We had 2 qualified rides coming in today. We're starting off with Brandon Loring in chute number 4, the O'Flynn Roofing chute. There's a bit of a close-up on getting that rope pulled up. Brandon riding one-handed. Brandon Loring is our Cowboy chute number 4, the O'Flynn Roofing chute. And gate swings open. It's an 8-second ride. Gonna start now. Let's make some noise. Brandon, help yourself, Cowboy. Oh, no. How about welcoming back our Cowboy Protection Committee, our bullfighters out there, sponsored here this weekend by Darcy's Glass. A no score for Brandon, a no score. Now he had a 72 coming into this in his first round, so he's one of the Cowboys that has a score already. Unfortunately, a no score here in go round number 2 on Championship Sunday. Brings up Decker Passy. Be next to go. Going to chute number 3 for Decker. Chute number 3 The Caribou Ford Shoot Decker Passy is the cowboy. Looking for our first qualified ride of the afternoon. There's the nod. Help yourself riding. Two-hander. Old cow kind of comes back around, gets in the spin. Going back around the other. Help yourself, cowboy. Let's make some noise. Yeah! And we've got a qualified ride here on Championship Sunday. We'll go to our judges. Each one of our judges marks our cowboy 1 to 25. At Cal 1 to 25, once again, total possible score of 100 points. Kayla Jasper out there flashing scores for us. And I'll send a shout out to Jolene Joaquin down there on our outgate down there. Appreciate the help here all weekend long. Thanks so much, Jolene. 77 points, a 77. Moves Decker into the lead here with a 77. Brings up Tanner Loring. Be next to go down and shoot number 2. Tim Horton shoot, Tanner Loring. Our Cowboy 77 is now the score to beat. Again, remember these Cowboys have the choice of riding one-handed or two. All the same rules, all the same technique as our bull riders. That's how they get their start, is right here in our junior steer rider. Young Tanner Loring, I'll tell you, he's one of the smaller ones you're going to see here today, but I'll tell you what, from a great rodeo family. Last look at and a smile, a little bit of advice, and check out this young fella. Got a great future ahead of him. Oh, he's little, throws a little dirt down. Let's give him a round of applause here this afternoon. It's all he'll take home here, young cowboy. A no score for Tanner, a no score. Brings up Cale Mickelson to be next to go. He had a 76, had our high score coming into our short round championship Sunday. All around young cowboy, competes down at the roping arena, does some breakaway roping, does some team roping, and rides cows. Cale Mickelson, great rodeo family, with 76 points on his first one. Had the lead coming in, but 77 from Decker Passy put him in the lead now. So Cale needs to ride this one to be a champion here this weekend. Knows what he needs to do, needs a qualified ride, needs to be the cowboy with 2 scores up on the scoreboard. He can do it. And you can help him. Let's make some noise. Help our cowboy along. Cale Mickelson. Sit in the middle. Hang on, cowboy. Goes to Spurn. Trying to get some extra points and rings the bell. He can hear you now. We will go to our judges. Have a look at this one. Sits in the middle. I'll tell you what. Look at this move. Right there, goes back and forth, sits in the middle. Man, took a lot of balance to get back up there in the middle right there. Gets the job done. We'll go to our judges, get a score for you here momentarily. $78.5 points, a 78.5. Gives him 2 qualified rides, 2 scores, and brings up our final junior steer rider, Jackson Kirk. Hey, he's got a cheering section out there. So you know what you need to do. He's riding for day money here. He did not have a qualified ride, so he's got a shot at a part of the money here if he can make a qualified ride. Jackson Kirk is the cowboy. And unfortunately, no score. Let's give him a round of applause, if you will. Unfortunately, no score for Jackson, a no score. All right, we're going to bring our pickup horse down here, and we've got a victory lap coming. All right, Cale, where are you? There he is. There's your 2022 Gold City Classic Junior Steer Riding Champion, Cale Mickelson. 154.5 points on 2 cows. And I'll tell you what a day it's been. Great rides, great scores. Every event so far has been outstanding. And we're not done yet by a long ways. We're going to go down now to the number 18 roping at the timed event into the arena, sponsored by PMT Chartered Professional Accountants. Here, the number 8 team roping be kind of what we'd call our novice team roping here. The two ropers capped at a total of 8 in the ranking system we have for team ropers here in Canada. First team to go will be Fallon Mills and Carson Gunderson. Fallon already with a gold buckle as our champion breakaway roper. Could you keep it going here in the number 8 team rope? And they're 13.3 on their first run. Carson Gunderson. You met earlier on in our tie down roping. Had some trouble there, picked up a barrier penalty, so looking to try and redeem here a little bit. Need to be quick on this one. 13-3, their first run. Fallon Mills on the head end, Carson Gunderson on the heel end. Head catch, oh boy, throws it out there. It was all over, spins it off that inside horn, and no time for Fallon and Carson, and no time. That's not the start we wanted here, the number 8 team rope, and we'll go to Brianna Billy and Dyson Leneve. Our next team to go. Brianna, you saw a bit ago in the breakaway roping. Had some tough luck there, so look to try and improve on that here. Again, young cowgirl, good all-around cowgirl, roper, barrel racer. Dyson making 2 appearances here in the short round on Championship Sunday here in the team roping. Brianna Billy on the head end, Dyson Leneve on the heel end. Brianna Billy on the head end, in behind that barrier string. Header's job, of course, rope that steer around the horns or around the neck. Dally up, turn left, and the heeler comes in and ropes those back 2 legs. There's the head catch. Dyson in on the back end. Let's get some feet. Dally up. And +5 in the field. But I'll tell you what, stops the clock, puts 2 times up. Time of 9.2 +5. 9.2 +5, a total time of 14-2. Brings up Julia Bowden and Chad Broughton will be next to go. Julia Bowden on the head end, Chad Broughton on the heel end. They ride in with a 12-1 on their first run. Julia Bowden on the head end. And we talked about this earlier, these horses down there, they feel the pressure, the same as the cowboys and cowgirls do here on Championship Sunday. They've already competed this weekend. They know. They just sense it. Same as everybody here does. Those gold buckles up for grab. All the money's up for grabs. It's all won or lost here today. Julia on the head end. And things not taking a hold the way she wanted to. Let's give them a round of applause, if you will, today. Some tough luck here in the Championship Sunday, and no time for Julie and Chad in no time. Jody Hancock, Clint Cripps, our next team up. Jody Hancock on the head end, Clint Cripps on the heel end. They're 10.8 on their first steer. They've got about 14 seconds to work with here to go to the lead. One team so far with 2 qualified times, Brianna Billy and Dyson Leneve. And Jody comes up empty on the head end. Some tough luck there, and no time for Jody Hancock and Clint Cripps, and no time. Tough luck. It's not how we wanted things to go. Brings up an all-girl team, Mackenzie Payton and Harley Antoine. Our next up, Mackenzie Payton on the head end, Harley Antoine on the heel end. Mackenzie Payton and the great rodeo family. Their dad and brother also competing here in the roping, team roping, tie-down roping. Mackenzie, breakaway roper and team roper.
Sister played the ringing tambourine. Mom couldn't hear our pretty music. She read our lips, helped the family sing. That little band was all a part of living, and our only means of living at the time. And it wasn't like no normal.
All girls team. All ready to go. Had a good run their first one. They were 10.8 coming in. There's the nod.
Counted on each other. Their one and only weakness made them strong.
All right, there's the head catch. Okay, Harley on the back, and let's get some feet. Reaches down, dally up, Con. Get up, kick up. Get dallied up. We got to go get lined up. Here we go. Flag is down, +5. A little longer in the field, and they wanted to be able to go to our timers. Time of 17.4 +5. 22-4 the total time. Moves them in a second place so far and brings up our final team here in our number 8 team roping. Gracie Antoine and Dyson Leneve. Gracie Antoine on the head end, Dyson Leneve on the heel end. This is Dyson's second appearance here in our short round here, our championship Sunday. He's in the lead right now with his other partner. So one of the things we can tell you, Dyson is going to be our champion. Just which partner is he going to do it with? At a time of 7.9 in that first run. They've got just about 20 seconds to work with here to go to the lead here. Gracie Antoine on the head end, Dyson Leneve on the heel end.
I can't recall just how it came to be, but there had to be some special help from someone.
And ropes a leg, +5 in the field. But I can tell you already that's going to work. Time at 9.1. +5 of 14 and 1. Gives them 22 seconds flat on 2 steers. And will make them always got to get our steer out of the arena. We'll get Gracie and Dyson down the other end. We'll get Karina out here, and we're going to do a quick victory lap here. Right here for your champions. Gather up and let's go. Your 2022 Gold City Classic. Number 8 Team Roping champions, Gracie Antoine and Dyson Leneve. Oh, Quesnel, it's time. NASCO and Isla First Nations with the Quesnel Rodeo Club bring you Bull Riders Canada Bud Light Season 10 presented by Nelson Holmes and today's Mike's Hard Iced Tea Championship Bull Riding Round. The best of the best come down here to the final day in our Bull Riders Canada Bull Riding event. I invite you to turn your eyes to the big screen and check it out. It's coming your way.
This night ain't for the faint of heart, for the faint of heart, for the
All right, it's Bull Riders Canada. You ready for some bull riding, Quesnel? Oh, I think you can do better than that. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. It's championship bull riding. Are you ready for it? There we go. We're going to start off with the hometown cowboy, Eric O'Flynn. Will be our first bull rider. He's drawn a bull by the name of Insidious from the C Plus Rodeo Company, a big black and white bull. This is a handful. Chute number 5 is where the action's going to be. We're going to get to it right now. Chute number 5 is the Chimo RV Country chute. It's where the action is. Eric O'Flynn looking for his first qualified ride of the weekend. The bulls have been winning the battles here all weekend long. Eric O'Flynn, you look closely there, you see a black braided bull rope. Cowboy's hand in there. Getting pulled up nice and tight. This is a handful for our cowboy to kick things off here. Our thanks to Nazco First Nation, Esdala First Nation, our sponsors here in our Bull Riders Canada Championship. Mike's Hard Iced Tea Championship round here on Championship Sunday. There's that rope. Get that pulled up tight. Wrap it around behind our hand. Wait for that bull to be standing square. Of course, want everything just right when that gate swings open. There is no time to play catch up after that gate's open. Eric O'Flynn, the cowboy. You know what you need to do. Let's get those hands going. Let's make some noise. It's time to ride some bulls. The big high jumping, high kicking black bull. Look out. There he goes, the buzzer. Boy, I'll tell you what, that was just inches away from being very, very uncomfortable. Man, I'll tell you what, you don't even want to see this replay. That could have been bad. Well, we're going to go to our judges. We got a qualified ride. What do you think, Quesnel? There we go. Gets in that spin, sits right in the middle. Makes it look almost easy. Scores are coming in. A 71. The score for Eric O'Flynn, a 71. Going out to Jake Marr. Brisbane, Australia cowboy will be next to go. He's drawn a bull by the name of Blue Magic from the C Plus Rodeo Company in chute number 6. Where the action is, the Make Tracks Recreation chute. It's where we're going for Jake Marr. Cowboy's entered twice. He's been on a bunch of bulls this weekend. Things not going his way. We're going to hope that turns around for him here today. He's got more heart and try than any cowboy I know. He just gets on and learns a little more every time. And I'll tell you what, he's due for one here right now. And we're going to wish the best for him. Jake Marr, Brisbane, Australia cowboy. Of course, Bull Riders Canada, one of the main governing bodies of bull riders all throughout Western Canada. And of course, our thanks to all of their sponsors all season long. Bud Light, Nelson Homes, Mike's Hard Iced Tea, Lynx Brand Fence Products, Big Chief Meat Snacks, Apple Creek Golf Course, Wrangler, proud sponsor of the Bull Riders Canada Season 10 Finals in Sylvan Lake, Alberta, November 18th and 19th. Every one of these cowboys here today looking for some of those championship points to have a shot at that finals in Sylvan Lake. 25 cowboys will go. We got a few of the top 20 here already. Here we go. Let's get those hands going. Let's help him. We need him to ride one here today. He deserves to ride one. He's got a tough one. The C Plus Rodeo Company, Blue Magic. He'll come out to the right, around to the right. Let's make some noise. Let's get those hands going. Well, I'll tell you what, I think we did it. We're getting a nod from our judges. We're going to have a score, Quesnel. Way to go, Jake. While you're doing that, I'll tell you what, You might see it on the replay here in a second, but we're going to get a chance to see just how important these bullfighters are and how they put their lives on the line for these cowboys. Watch closely when he gets bucked off. Watch closely how in a minute here, our bullfighter steps right there, right in between, right there, takes that bull's attention. There's a close-up, look at that, right there. Takes that bull's attention away, so our cowboys got a chance to get away. How about a round of applause for our bullfighters out there today? Sponsored by Darcy's Glass, 76 points. And a new leader, a 76 for Jake Marr. Came to town to ride some bulls here on Championship Sunday as we go to Kevin Wallace. Our next cowboy to go down and shoot number 7. Kevin Wallace, our cowboy, shoots 7. Our Eagle Building Center shoot is where the action will be. All right, arena's clear. We're going to go to Kyle Frizzy. Next cowboy, shoot number 8. The Quesnel Sand and Gravel shoot. Puddin' is the name of the bull he's drawn. Big, strong, yellow bull here from the C Plus Rodeo coming out to it. This is a bull that bucks. And he's a little bit mean as well. Shoot number 8. 2 bull rides in today. I'll tell you what, Championship Sunday is bringing out the best in all our cowboys. We're going to give away some 50-50 money here soon. Keep those tickets handy. Here we go, gate swings open. Kyle Frizzy on Puddin'. And man, I'll tell you, big yellow bull. Look out, guys. All right, brings up our final bull rider of this section. Cowboy rode both of his first bulls. He was 69 points on both of them. Had 2 qualified rides coming into our short round here today. Dusty Golden is our cowboy to go. Swagalicious is the bull he's drawn here in this section. He'll be out again in the second section because he had 2 qualified rides. Swagalicious, big Brahma, big strong bull. He's a handful here from the C Plus Rodeo Company. He'll be out to the right and around to the right.
But there's a buckle waiting at the end of the night, enough money to make the next show. And a winning day is worth the pain, and even though you're healing slow.
Keep those 50-50 tickets handy. We're going to give that away right after this bull ride. $4,500 again today, Quesnel. Keep those tickets handy. Dusty Golden, 2 qualified rides so far. Can he make it 3 in a row? You can help him. Let's warm those hands up. Let's get some noise going. Let's keep the bull riding going. It's Bull Riders Canada Championship bull riding here on Sunday in Quesnel in the Gus Cameron Rodeo Arena. There we go. Let's get them going.
My mind raced, and I thought, what could
Look at that bull. I don't think anybody wants to be anywhere near him. Fortunately, no score for Dusty Golden. Let's give a round of applause. Did a heck of a job for quite a while there. Just did not quite make it to the buzzer. And no score for Dusty Golden, and no score. All right, get those 50-50 tickets out. We're going to give away some cash right now. $4,556 here this afternoon. Again, a great big prize. So, I don't know how many colors there were today, but I can tell you this. How many people have a yellow ticket? It's not yellow. How many people have a green ticket? It's a green ticket. Our winners on a green ticket, number 609856. 609856 on a green ticket is our winner. Is it up right there in the beer garden? Have you got the winner? Yay! All right, we'll be over for a beer in a few minutes. Once again, our winner's up in the beer garden. That green ticket, 609856. You take that ticket over to the rodeo office over there on the south end of the arena here and claim your money. Well, you can get down there, gather. Look at, they're headed for the cash already. It's like, heck with this rodeo, I'm going to get the money. Show me the money. Congratulations. We got another section of bull riding to come. Thanks again to NASCO First Nation, Esla First Nation, partnering with the Quesnel Rodeo Club and Bull Riders Canada bring championship bull riding here on our Sunday afternoon. One last trip now down to the time dividing the arena to the open team roping. Sponsored by AUL Industrial Repairs. Here in the open team roping. Again, header starts out behind the barrier string and the left-hand box, right hand for us looking that direction. They'll ride out in the arena, reach out, rope that steer around the horns, around the neck, dally up, turn left. Heeler's job to rope the back two legs. Once those back two legs are caught, the heeler dallies up. The header pulls the ropes till they're tight, turns his horse around, faces up, and that stops our stopwatches. John Hancock and Wade McNulty to set the pace for us here this afternoon. The trick here, of course, is getting two qualified times. Wade McNulty on the head end, John Hancock on the heel end. Wade, one of our pickup men, of course. Great all-around cowboy. John Hancock, local cowboy here. Reach down, dally up, 2 feet, clean in the field. Nice run, guys. That's a good start to it. Time of 6.9 for Wade and John, a 6.9. Nice run, guys. Brings up Troy Gerard and Levi Hughes, our next team to go. 10 teams qualified here on Championship Sunday. Troy and Levi come in with a 12 flat as their time on their first run. Got a couple of teams down in that 5-second range. These guys know they need to be quick and then hope for some help. A couple of no times farther down the line in order to have a chance to sneak up in there at first place. But here's the deal, we got 6 monies. We're going to pay all the way down here, so a bunch of people are going to get paid, make some money. There's just gold buckles for the winning team. Troy throws it out on the head end. Round the corner comes Levi, reach in, dally up. +5 in the field, one back leg. Time of 6.1 +5. 11-1 the total time for Troy and Levi. 11-1 the time for Troy and Levi. Brings up Dustin Spears and Steve Lloyd. In the box, Dustin on the head end, Steve Lloyd on the heel end. They're 11-9 on their first one.
Check the rain and pull my saddle tight. Way out in Idaho with the Twin Falls Rodeo.
There we go. We'll reach out a long ways on the head. I know we need to be quick to have a shot here to move up the lead. There we go. Steve Lloyd. Man, boy, I'll tell you what, they come to rope today. Clean in the field. Time of 5.7. 5 and 7, the time for Dustin and Steve. Our fast time here so far today, and about as good as they can do now. And they'll sit and watch and see what else happens. Brings up Brooke McFarland and Levi Hughes, our next team. Saw Brooke earlier in our tie-down roping. Levi Hughes making his second appearance here in the open team roping. Out earlier with his other partner, Troy Gerard. While they're getting ready to go, I'd like y'all to join with me and give a big round of applause to the amazing crew from Eagle Vision Video for their video production, all their camera work here today, and the big screen. Haven't they done a great job for us? I'm giving you a chance to see an awful lot more of the rodeo than you'd see otherwise, and man, I'll tell you what a lot of fun, and what a great crew to work with. Thanks so much, you guys. Brooke McFarland, Levi Hughes in the box. These guys can be quick. They're 8.5 on their first one. One thing I'll tell you, they're going to take a shot at it. Boom. Quick one. Turn. Oh, not quite enough cow on the head end. And a no time. A no time for Brooke and Levi. Dyson Leneve, John Hancock, our next team to go. Now here's the deal. Dyson's already our number 8 champion. Got a call here to come back in the open team roping as well, but he's on the other end. This time he's heading. John Hancock was out earlier on, had a 6'9", was hit with his other partner, Wade McNulty. So boys are roping good here today. Dyson and John had a 7.5 on their first run. Well, I'll tell you what, you won't see that happen very often. Dyson ropes awfully good, comes up empty in no time for Dyson and John in no time. Again, knew they had to be quick to have a shot at winning. And I guarantee every one of these teams backs in there know how fast they need to be to have a shot at first. And so that's what they're all roping for. Brings up Pat Mullen, Luke Mullen will be our next team to go. 7 and 2 on their first run. Keep those lucky programs handy. I'll tell you how you can win a lucky program prize here in just a few minutes. There we go. Takes a little extra time. Fishes it in place. In on the back end. Dally up. 2 feet. Clean in the field. Nice run, guys. Time of 10.8 for Pat and Luke. 10-6. Pardon me. My mistake, guys. Sorry. A 10 and 6 is the time. Gives them 17.8. On 2. Moves them into second place so far. Brings up Cassius Nardi and Rod Spears. Now we're into the 4 teams here that are all in the low 6s and high 5-second range. So things are going to heat up and speed up here. Count on it. Here on Championship Sunday. Cassius Nardi on the head end, Rod Spears on the heel end. They were 6.2 on their first run.
Dust off his hat, lean out his old pickup truck. He's going playing when he should be praying for luck.
Head catch, turn left. Rod Spears in on the back end's got to get some feet in there, reaches down, tallies up, clean in the field, nice rope. I love Championship Sunday. Time of 7.4. Is the time of 7 and 4. Gives them 13.6 on 2 and makes them the leader on 2 so far. As we go to Josh Cahill and Mike Beers. Josh Cahill on the head end specializes here in the team roping event. Mike Beers on the heel end is a world champion team roper. I know, something like a 17 or 18 time NFR qualifier, world champion team roper. I'll tell you what, these guys can get one done in a hurry. They're a 6.1 on their first run. Josh Cahill. On the head end, Mike Beers on the heel end. They have 7.5 seconds to work with to go to the lead. Head catch. Mike in on the back in, reach down, dally up, gathers up 2. We'll go to our timers. 7 seconds flat. We've got new leaders. 7 flat gives them 13.1 on 2 and makes them the leaders here after 2 so far with 2 teams left to go. Brooke McFarland and Logan Worry are in the box. Brooke McFarland on the head end, Logan Worry on the heel end. They were 5.9 on their first run. 7 seconds flat, probably 7.1 to work with to go to the lead.
He loves what he does, and he does what he loves every night. He'll hit the dance halls, flashing girls his best smile. He's burning both ends of the candle, rodeo, Romeo style.
There's an odd, here we go. Brooke on the head end, get him caught. Logan in on the back end, reach down, dallies up. I'll tell you what, good team roping, clean in the field. We'll go to our timers. Time at 8.1. 8.1, the time gives them 14 flat on 2, moves them into 3rd place so far. 3rd place so far and brings up our final team. Last chance to change things around on our leaderboard. Cassius Nardi on the head end, Mike Beers on the heel end. Mike Beers and Josh Kale already leading it. So we know Mike Beers is going to be a champion. Which partner is it going to be with? Cassius Nardi this time. They were 5.7 on their first run. Gives them about 6.3 seconds to work with. Pardon me, 7.3 seconds to work with. 7 and 3 or faster gives them the win. Know exactly what they need to do. One thing I can tell you, Cash will get it out of his hand in a hurry. Around the corner we go. Mike down, throws down, dallies up. 1 leg plus 5 in the field. Not what they were hoping for. Time of 6.7 would have been fast enough, but that 1 leg gives them 11 and 7 and a total time of 17 and 4 on 2. Thanks again to AUL Industrial Repairs, our sponsor in our open team roping. All right, let's give away some program prizes here now. Get your lucky program out. And we're gonna get our victory lap here for our winning team. Get your lucky program out. We've got a lucky program prize. We need Josh and Mike. And while you've got your lucky program prize, we'll wait for them to get back. If you go to page number 2, if you've got Quesnel Rodeo Club President Ray Jasper's autograph on page number 2 in your lucky program, you've won one of our lucky program prizes, a pair of Brahma boots, and some other artwork prizes. You can pick those up down at the Quesnel Rodeo Club office here at the other end, the south end of the arena. And right now we're going to set things up for a victory lap for our winning team. We'll welcome back Miss Williams Lake Stampede, Karina Sockland, and our 2022 Gold City Champion Open Team Ropers, Josh Cahill and Mike Beers. Your gold buckle champions right there in the team roping. Nice roping, guys. 13 and 1, their total time on 2. That will do well in anywhere in anybody's roping. Way to go, guys. Good roping. Well, we're back here to the Buck and Shoots one last time, ladies and gentlemen. Our final section of Bull Riders Canada Bull Riding, brought to you by the Nasco First Nation and Esdala First Nation. All comes down to this: the final 5. Our first 5 were out earlier on. We had 10 qualify for our short round. We're going to start it off with Elijah Gordon. He's in the top 20. In Bull Riders Canada's drawn a bull by the name of Shortlist. And the C Plus Rodeo Company chute number 4, the O'Flynn Roofing chute, is where the action is. Elijah Gordon is the cowboy. Right down below me, chute number 4. The O'Flynn Roofing chute. Elijah Gordon, the cowboy. Getting that rope pulled up just right down below me here, and chute number 4. Let's get those hands going. We're gonna ride some more bulls here. Big brown bull here from the C Plus Rodeo Company. Elijah Gordon looking for his first qualified ride here this weekend so far. 2 long goes. Here we go to a short go. Wait for that bull to be standing just right. Kind of bounce around the box down there. Kind of leaning in the chute down there. And that bull's leaning hard against that inside fence. You don't want him standing square, so I got Cowboy can have his feet in the right place on both sides. Get ready to slide up on that rope. There's the knot. Here we go. Elijah Gordon.
Go on.
And along comes that buzzer. Just a little too late. Let's give him a round of applause, if you will. We'll tell you what, that bull kind of give him another chance here. Kind of come back around. Got back underneath him a little bit. He went from there all the way back up into the right place for a little bit. And then over we go. Boy, then a bullfighter takes a little shot there. Unfortunately, no score for Elijah, no score. Brings up Clay Gordon to be our next cowboy to go. Going over to chute number 5. Chimo RV Country chute. Bull is Lotto. Small brown bull. Just a pretty good draw here. If you want to try and get a good one on Championship Sunday, then you can go and get a bunch of points on. This could be the bull right here. Clay Gordon, another top 20. Bull Riders Canada bull rider in the standings so far. Well, I'll tell you what, the points here would really help move him up in the standings and solidify his shot at the Mike's Hard Iced Tea Championship Finals for Bull Riders Canada. Clay Gordon. Thanks again to Nasco First Nation and Esdala First Nation sponsoring our bull riding here this weekend. And getting that rope pulled up just right. We'll pull it back across the palm of his hand. There's that close look. All rosined up, that leather glove. Again, a close up there, that knot. The cowboy's hand right in the middle of it. Gonna slide up on that rope, knot his head. The 8-second ride will start. As soon as that gate swings open, Clay Gordon, the cowboy. Here we go. And our bull kind of lean a little bit in there. Want to get him standing square. Again, want both of those feet locked in a position once that gate swings open. Looks like we're just about ready. We're locked and loaded. Clay Gordon, the cowboy. Watch him here close on that replay. Gets in that hard spin. Look at that move, almost all the way around in one jump. The power of these bulls, hard to get and stay in place, get locked down, and fortunately, a little too much bull this afternoon for Clay Gordon. Let's give him a round of applause, if you will, Quesnel. Hometown Cowboy, unfortunately, no score here for Clay. Brings up Chris Mishu. Our next Cowboy to go. 63 yesterday, had a qualified ride, and day number 2 yesterday of the 63. He's drawn a great big white bull, C Plus Rodeo Company, called Great White. This bull, look at him. He's almost taller than the buck and shoot down there. Chute number 5 is where we're going for the action. The chute number 6, the Make Tracks Recreation chute is where we are. Chute number 6. Chris Mishu, the Cowboy. Great White is the bull. So we try and work on. Put another qualified ride. He's got one so far. Let's see if we can't get another one. There's the nod. Here we go. Chris, help yourself, Cowboy. Hey, what do you think of these bulls from the C Plus Rodeo Company? Aren't they bucking here today in Championship Sunday? Oh, Great White. He was a little like this yesterday. He was here. He wants to go and visit for a little while. Our pickup man, Earl Call, Wade McNulty out there keeping things moving smoothly. These old horses go, really? You gonna tie me to that thing? There we go. How about a round of applause for our Cowboy Protection Committee out there, our pickup man, and our bullfighters out there working hard all weekend long. Good job, guys. And then there were 2. We'll go to Colton Higginbottom, will be next up. John Snow is the name of the bull he's drawn. And a gray banana horn bull way down in chute number 8. The Quesnel Sand and Gravel chute. Colton Higginbottom. John Snow. Big gray banana horn bull. Rodeo looking bull. And a handful again. What a great pen of bucking bulls we've seen here all weekend long at our Bull Rider Canada event. Again, our thanks to NASCO and Esdala First Nations for jumping in with the Quesnel Rodeo Club to sponsor that this year. And again, as we get ready to go here, I'd like you to give yourselves all a round of applause to you. You've been a great audience here this week, and thanks so much for coming out. I hope you've enjoyed it a lot. What a great crowd you've been. Hopefully, tell me this, how many people have been here all 3 days? Well, thanks so much for spending your whole weekend with us. We hope you've enjoyed it as much as we've enjoyed it. What a weekend it's been. 2 great rounds of rodeo, a championship Sunday. It's been unbelievable.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief.
Once Lynn comes along a little too late, let's give him a round of applause. Help ease some of the bumps and bangs that our bull riders go through almost every day at the office. Hopefully our Cowboy's all right down there. Brings up our final Cowboy's already been out on 1 here this afternoon. Dusty Golden had 2 qualified rides for the first 2 days of bull riding. Looking to try and make it his 3rd here. Had a no score just a few minutes ago on his 3rd bull of the weekend. This is Dusty Golden. The Cowboy, chute number 7 is where we are, the Eagle Building Center chute. Lights Out is the name of the bull he's drawn, a big horn Hereford bull. out to the right, should get in that spin to the right, that sort of big jump out of here to the right. You saw this bull already once here this weekend. He's been our most consistent bull rider. I think he's the one that could keep things going here for us. Dusty Golden, chute number 7. Last time I'm going to get you to help me here. Let's get those noise going. Let's make some noise, and let's ride one more bull to wrap it up.
Big disgrace, waving your banner all over the place. We will.
Slides up on that rope.
Sing it.
The bull's just waiting for him. The lights out's the bull. Dusty Golden, the cowboy. Let's do it, cowboy. Help yourself. And bull around to the right. William right in there to give him a grab and help him down. Oh, a round of applause again for our bullfighters. Wendell William out there, Cody Call, and Darcy's Glass sponsoring them here this weekend. All right, Dusty, are you handy? We're going to bring our pickup horse out here and see if we can't go find Dusty Golden. Where are you, Dusty? Get out here to the front of the chutes.
Good job, you guys. Good job.
All right, we got our victory lap for our champion, Karina Sauklin. Miss Williams Lake Stampede, and our 2022 Gold City Classic Champion Bow Rider, Dusty Golden. Let's give a round of applause. Way to go, Dusty. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Ray Jasper and the entire Quesnel Rodeo Club, Cheryl and I, we hope you've enjoyed being here. We have absolutely enjoyed this weekend. It's been an amazing 3 days of championship rodeo here in Quesnel. It's so great to be back. Drive safely. We look forward to seeing you back here for bigger and better in 2023. Take care. Have a great afternoon. Be safe.
If the White House wasn't Texas, man, we'd get a straighter answer. If they'd let us smoke what we want, we'd have a lot less cancer. There'd be a bunch more daddies sons could be proud of. We'd have half the crime. We'd have twice the fun with a few more cowboys. Be a lot less outlaws with a few more aliens. Be a lot less bad calls with a few more yes ma'ams and a lot less yes men. This world would be a better place to live in with a few more cowboys. If we get it with a handshake, we'd save a lot of paper. That'd save a lot of trees we're shipping overseas to make it. If we stood by our word, took care of our own, bought it made in the USA, we'd keep it here at home. With a few more cowboys, be a lot less outlaws. With a few more Indians, be a lot less bad calls. With a few more yes ma'ams and a lot less yes men. If we had a little more grit, less politics, and more fist fight. Let a man have none. Hell, it's about high time. We looked him in the eye, got our head out of the sand. Hit him with a big John Wayne, back I did understand. With a few more